All right, so we have Pete breaking hill, and he makes a ball.
Yeah, picked up the 7 ball. And looking at this table, I like solids. I like solids a lot better. I think, well, if the 4 can be made in that 4-2 cluster, then I really like solids. The 1 ball's got the 8 ball. Everything else seems to be in good shape. I don't like the 14, 15 for stripes. So now it's all about, can Pete make the 4 ball? If he can make the 4 ball, solids are good to go.
So guys, we are back up on YouTube. Sorry about that, but we're back.
All right, here's the critical shot for Pete. And I'll tell you what, a break and run here would break G-Force's back. And he got the 4 ball. Now it's all out there for him. He's got to be feeling good. Now he looks like he's going to be taking the 5 first. I'd actually like the 3 first. Okay, he's readjusting. You know, just come off 2 rails and get in between that 6-12 gap, and I think you're okay. And you might even pull it back in front of the 12.
Yeah, he's got a great chance here. 3, 5.
Oh, it looks good. It all looks good.
Now, where's his?
For me, the last ball I think is the 2. I want to keep the 2 the last ball because you don't want the 1 to be the last ball. I don't think, unless you're playing the 8 in the side, and that's fine if you want to. Got nice for the 2.
Yeah. Now the 6 got. Well,
Which is getting a little funny.
Do you try to draw back now for the 6 in the side or the corner? I think you have to too.
The 6 cannot be your last ball.
Um.
The 1 will have to be his last ball now.
Okay, so he's looking at maybe going some sort of 3 rails and around for the 6 down here, but I don't like that. I like low left, and you'd love to draw back to the rail because no matter how it comes out, whether it comes out this way or this way, you're gonna have
6 quarter,
right?
Yep. And I think Pete he called his extension, smart move, and I think that's exactly what's going through his mind. He's looking at the side pocket right now. And I think he's going to come to that same conclusion. So he's going to elevate over, so the draw is going to be kind of natural. Just snap that back down to the lower part of our screen. Oh, he touched. Oh, man. But you know what?
You know me.
Smart.
You know me. I'm going to say that ball was frozen right there. I knew it was frozen. Yeah.
This is what I got to watch out for when I play you next.
Yeah. You're lucky you're not playing me, Pete. I saw that ball frozen. All right, so hit that pretty good. He's gonna. Yeah. So this is perfect because it looks like
just follow it down.
Yeah, that he has to follow. Had he had fallen even like right here, it forces him into these balls, which with follow can still bring you up table, but much harder.
And there's a lot of things that can go wrong that way.
Yeah, this is still, even though he fell almost perfect on it, this is still very touchy. I mean, he's got a small window. He needs to get in, about this type of area right here. Let's see if he gets there.
Get it pretty good. Did he get?
I think he did.
Now he has the 1 rail draw back around, so he's do play a little 1 pocket here.
Like this?
Yeah. Play a little 1 pocket. And,
I mean, if he really wanted to, he could probably just roll to like here for us, but I don't like it.
Let the stroke out.
As long as your shot plays, I like your shot for sure.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. He's queuing low, for sure. And just like that, is he going to break and run out of this? Oh, man, he's going to break G-Force's back.
Yeah, that's a big point, too. And that was, what, 3 in a row?
Yeah, he was down 3-2 at least.
4-2.
I'm sorry, 4-2 at least. And
that's a big point. That's bad for morale for G-Force, but still early in the day.
Yeah. And they've got some heavy hitters coming up too.
Like you said last week, 2-0 lead, and then they lost 7 in a row. So
disappeared.
So Pete with a fantastic comeback there, and we're going to be coming up next with Pete's going to be coming right back out with Mario Collette. Collette. Playing 8-ball against Brandon Ryan and Anthony Blaze. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right, guys, are going to be starting any minute now. All right, here we go. Opening lag. Looks like Brandon Ryan by a hair. Oh no, I
Oh
dogged.
no,
Wow,
no.
I dogged it by a mile.
I was gonna say.
His cue ball died.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, so Mario wins that lag. And things are just going good for Natural Born Killers, man. They're up 3-0. They get the opening break. This is a big double set for G-Force to have. And so we're going to have the team of Brandon Ryan and Tony Blaze going up against Pete Brown, who's feeling real good after that singles win, and Mario Calwet. And, I was saying to a couple folks outside the door, 3-0 feels like a big hill to climb, and it is. But pressure is a funny thing. If this team comes back 3-2, even 3-2, all of a sudden the pressure switches to Natural Born Killers. So this thing can turn on a dime, folks. This is not done by a long shot. And then it's up to G-Force to make that happen. They won't have the opening break to do it yet. So we're going to see how this goes. All right, looks like, well, I don't know if he's positioned the cue ball yet or not. I wonder if he's going to go second ball break here. Okay, Mario's going to go head ball. And they had a chance to see both players in the singles set try some different things, so maybe they've got some input from their teammates. Here we go. Real nice spread. Oh boy, scratches in the side. I don't know if he was kicked in or not. But ball in hand, things are real wide open. Just based on where the 3 ball is, I'm kind of favoring solids. How do you feel about it?
Well, yeah, because we have that 3-ball cluster.
Yep.
Right here. I mean, ball in hand, you can solve things early, but there's nothing wrong with solids. I would probably start with the 2.
Yeah.
And start unclustering things. The 2, maybe drawback, or no, the 1, then the 2, or the 2 and the 1 first. Either way.
Sure.
Either the corner, the side, whatever you want to do. And then things start opening up. The 2, then the 1, then the 5, then the 7, then the 3. Or get rid of the 3 now. It's not bad either, but you're kind of setting yourself up for some small window position play later in the rack.
Yeah, I would have rather him handle the cluster like you said.
Because the problem here is he's probably going to come forward, and you don't want to have to shoot the 4 and start moving balls. Everything goes. You don't want to move balls. But they're going to have to get rid of the 4 to open up the pocket for the 2, and then probably do something with the 1, maybe up there later.
Up table, sure. Yeah, like you said, he's going to have to take the 4.
Yeah, see, I just don't like moving balls here. And it's hard to, there's no insurance ball hanging either. It's hard to get a look. Like the 5 is your only ball you're going to get a look on after
And
this.
I think that's what he's going to rely on. Soft bump the 8 and hope that you have a good look at the 5 side.
And then you have maybe the 2, but you're going to have an angle and probably have to come up into the ball or try to avoid it and come out for the 1.
Yeah, this is where it gets tricky, folks. A lot of touch stuff here.
If he used low left, the cue ball would thin the 8, come this way, and dart up table, which wouldn't be bad, but I like this more.
Yeah. It had to be this, I think.
Yeah, it's more controlled.
But now it's all on Tony to not only pocket in the side, but come off the rail.
Yeah, the problem here is he's on the wrong side, I think. I think with
Right.
natural follow, he's going into the 13, which is no good.
So
Well, he's going follow, so maybe he can get beyond it.
yeah,
You don't want to get below the 13 unless you can do if you well, that's okay.
he hit it pretty good.
Yeah, he's gonna have to thin cut this, which like we said, can set you up to go into the ball or beyond it. Since he's so thin, he's gonna have to go into it. And that's okay though, because the one goes in both corners.
I think Brandon's going to try to spin around it.
No way, Jose. Because if you,
You don't
do,
think?
this is what's going to happen.
Oh, I know.
And that's no good.
But let's see how he cues. If he cues low right, I think he's going to try to spin around it.
Nah, you got to go into this ball. Just like that.
Good bump.
And now look, nice line
Good
to
bump.
either come this way or this way. I like going beyond the 15. Now,
too.
you really just got to be careful for that. Even if
I want to
you-
hit the side rail.
even,
Yeah.
even if you go high, it's fine. Just don't put a ton of right on it because then you might go back up stiff.
Yeah,
behind the
I want to
15.
make sure I'm making contact with that side rail.
He might have the perfect one to go in between. Oh no, he didn't. But this is okay.
Beautiful.
As long as perfect.
Beautiful.
Perfect. And it looks like Brandon and Tony are gonna get off to the lead here. First rack winners, 1-0
And they have the break, and it's just what the doctor ordered for G-Force.
for sure.
All right, another head ball break.
And he
So
hit
he
those
smashed 'em.
clean. But see, look, this is what I do all the time. I smash them to make nothing.
And look at how Solids has clumped up in the center of the table there. For me, that I'm looking at stripes. I'm
Yeah,
looking at my
immediately.
easiest stripe shot.
Yeah, this is a problem. And every stripe has a hole. You have an easy starter here.
I'm probably if I'm starting, I'm probably slicing that. What is it? The 11 on the side.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was the cue ball right there.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
11 on the side.
11 side. Now you're gonna drift down table, but you're probably gonna get in between that 15. What is that? 15-10, I
Yeah.
guess.
I would like to just come up.
And then back up again.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Get
then-
back in the center of table.
Yeah, because you're going to have to deal with these. Oh, no, that one goes in the corner. It's the 15. That's all. You're going to have to deal. That's my main goal is to deal with the 15,
Yes.
assuming it doesn't go in the corner.
And I don't mind the ball, the 10 ball, which is next to the 8 ball.
Yeah, because that's a good setup.
Yeah,
Right.
the setup ball for the 8 is the 10.
All right. So I like the 11, and then I like coming like this. Hopefully you get like perfectly here where you
Oh,
can
yeah.
pocket this ball and go one rail like here for this ball next.
And I
then-
mean, if you're super lucky and you bump the 15 into the center,
yeah,
great,
Nothing
you know?
wrong with that either, except for your cue ball might get buried like over here.
you went corner. But it's just nice shot. Nice shot. Looking good.
All right, so I don't know now. He's gonna have to take the 13 and maybe go like this. See, I don't like this though because I don't want to save all this stuff. Well, the 10's okay for last. It's not great though because remember, if you get on this side of it, you're in big trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, that 15 ball, I agree with you 100%. That 15 ball needs to be solved.
Okay, so now they're talking, saying we got to get down table. We can't keep messing around. So you got to back cut. And
Get in between the 6-15.
yeah, he might be able, no, well, he might be able to use some right and do one of these. And even if you play into that ball and push it that way, is fine.
Sure.
He could even thin cut it and go into the 6, but I don't like it because you start moving
Yeah.
it and clustering balls.
The worst thing he can do is move that 6, I think.
I mean, yeah, he might be able to get in between as well, but you don't want to push that 10 to the 5. Yeah, I
He's
like
spun
this.
it.
Yeah, that's what I like. See,
Nice.
perfect. You hit the 10, you move it out. It's got a bunch of pockets. You got a great, perfect.
Problem solved.
Yeah, that was
The only
textbook.
other thing is,
The combo.
I would prefer not to have a combo. Right, exactly. I would prefer to have the 13 out. Now you can still leave the 10 as your final setup ball.
Yep.
And clear the 13 out before you clear the 9. Because that combo staggered. It's not clean.
Yeah, the 9's almost frozen. If
Right.
not frozen, and the 13's off the rail.
Out in space, and so it complicates things. That 9 will move into the center of the table if you hit that combo.
He might take the 13 now. No,
I don't think so. I think he has to take the 10.
You know what? He could go rail first on the 13, which squirts your cue ball out.
Risky though.
Yeah, risky for sure.
Risky. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. That's what he has to do. He's going rail first.
I like it.
Hit it with good speed. Did he get around the pile?
See, I like that because if you fall on this side, you have this ball, and if you go long, you have the 9.
Now,
Or if
you're
even
Mario,
if you even fell there,
you're taking the 9 first, right?
yeah.
And you've got to avoid that big pile in the middle.
I might even. I think Pete's telling him to try to cross this way.
Not easy.
Not easy. A lot of times the cue ball will squirt up table, and that's no good.
Right. You've got to contend with the scratch. You got to contend with the pile.
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking from the booth, but I might even just go into the 7, settle for here, back cut it, and draw with low left to the rail and out, and cut the 8. But see what I'm saying about that shot? There's always a tendency to go up table, which even if you don't scratch, you don't want to shoot from there. That was tough.
Yeah, tough break. And I'll tell you what, again, G-Force needed this. Ball in hand, you have to solve the middle cluster, but you also have to solve the 5 ball. And so that's what they're talking about now. Do we go 5 ball first and we solve the cluster with other shots after?
That 5 ball.
That 5 ball needs to be handled. Now you can handle it off the 6.
They have plenty of safety opportunities to get another ball
Sure.
in hand. I mean, hypothetically,
Sure.
pocket the 7, go into them, open them up, play a nice safe, get ball in hand, then take care of the 5.
Time's running down on them. They might have to call extension here.
All right, so now he's... All right, they did. All right, so now the issue with this is...
I like this better than Lance, and I'll tell you why. The 7 can be made in multiple pockets. The 4 can be made in multiple pockets. You can roll up on the 2 if you want to. The 5, there's only one lead in ball, which is the 6.
Right.
If you're going to run out, this is the ball for me.
He could just follow to here and then play safe on the 2.
He overhit it a little bit.
Yeah, but you know what?
Safety.
Safety allowed. Just shoot the 2.
Yep.
Bring it down to whatever. It doesn't matter where it goes. Just play your cue ball. He might even be able to follow and really freeze him.
Right.
But actually, you know what? Yeah, follow. Unless you can't do it without making the 2 on the side, just follow.
Oh, I'm just stop shotting
put
that
'em
2.
on.
I'm stop shotting that 2, making them jump.
I don't want to give up a jump. I mean, you're supposed to get away with it, but I want to freeze you if I can.
He got close enough to the 1.
Pocketed
Oh, he
it.
pocketed it.
He could have called safe though. No, he didn't. So the 3 might have a window, or he could play safe. A stop shot safe. That's all. Stop shot safe. Or if the 3 goes, you could keep trying to run some balls here. Yeah. See, this safe's better than the previous one, I think.
Because you're closer to the...
Yeah, you don't give up a jump.
Did you get a rail? 7 ball, yes. 7 ball got a rail. Really good save by Tony Blaze. All of a sudden, the problems are solved for solids. Pete and Mario are in a bad way here. And G-Force could go up 2-0. 2 rail kick. Pete's using his system. Try to measure this out. I'm sure he's going to call the ball in the lower left-hand corner. And it's just one of those calculated hit and hopes.
Yeah, I mean, not many options here. You just gotta try to give your best 2 rail kick attempt at it. Did he call it in the corner?
Yeah, I'm sure he must have.
Because it could give you a position as well.
Just missed it.
Yeah, that was tough. But
He's actually even done Solids a favor by putting the 6 up table. And now it should just be dink and dunk for Solids and for the team of Brandon Ryan and Tony Blaze. This should all be straightforward stuff.
I like to save the 3 for last.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm thinking I would have probably went
The 4 of the 1,
lead
right?
me to
Exactly.
the 7 and then the 1-6.
Yeah.
3, but
I think
if he's got an angle now to come over for the 7, but it's just
Yeah,
you got to
just make-
sweat a stupid
just-
scratch on the side or something like.
Yeah, just make balls. At this
Yeah.
point, just make balls. But
Yeah, see,
I'm
this-
with you too. I don't like clustered balls. I want to handle the cluster first.
Okay, if he could get forward here for the 7.
He's getting for one of the side balls, and that's where it goes wrong. Another safe coming.
Yeah, so I like thinning the 7. I'm
Or-
trying to put him up
Yeah,
here.
or you could thin the 1, I suppose.
He might even be able to thin this ball and just come up.
Yep. Yep. And for me, I like the 1 because it's just a natural.
Oh, we could see the 1, you think? Yeah.
I just a piece of it,
And that's good because it breaks these open a little bit,
Yeah.
though.
And that looks good.
Yep, perfect.
And now jump possibility.
Yep.
Is this gonna be Mario or is this gonna be Pete? I can't remember. Okay, it's Mario. I don't know how well Mario jumps. So
This is far. This is a far jump.
for sure, for sure. All right, so he looks like he's kicking. Yeah, he's kicking. So maybe he doesn't feel comfortable to jump there. Like you said, it is a long distance.
I mean, if you kick, I'd like to kick this way.
Oh no, is he lifting it? Is he jumping?
Oh yeah, he's jumping, or he's massaying. Yeah, massaying.
Oh, nice spin. Oh boy.
That would be a cold roll.
Oh boy. Oh my.
It just trickled.
Are you kidding me?
All right.
And
well,
I'll tell you what, new cloth. Because if that was the old cloth, that's not going in.
I think this is a pattern here. 7, roll forward for the 4 on the side, then you got the 1, and then cross over for the 8, whether you use the right long rail or the top rail. He's going to have to use the right long rail now. So you pocket the 4. You want to have an angle, so, you know, here's fine. A little straight.
And if I know Tony, he's going forward 2 rails.
Forward left, right?
Yep,
Boom,
forward left, and he's gonna go
boom,
around. He'll
boom.
probably get to that 3rd rail. Yep. Oh, I guess I don't know my partner.
Yeah,
My master's partner.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
A shot like this, where he's just going to roll it like medium, this pocket plays huge.
Yeah.
Don't put any English on it, or maybe a little bit of right, and just roll it in, and this pocket plays real big. And he hit it good.
Yep.
And that's for a 2-0 lead for G-Force.
Much needed.
Much needed.
And all right. 2-0 head break. Pete Brown. Oh no, that looks like a second ball break. Sure was. Second ball break, getting great spreads. Did anything drop? All right, so nothing drops. Solids look better to me marginally. The stripes are encasing the 8 ball though. The 1 ball's a good breakup ball. But this is going to be a multi-turn rack, I think. I do favor solids slightly. 6 balls, slight problem. 3 ball, slight problem. But the 1 ball is your ball that you can free the 8 ball up with. Now, what's your starting shot if you want solids, though?
Yeah, this is
He's almost forced in this.
oh, he's playing a combo. He's
Oh, 4 ball combo. Look at that.
wow.
Smart. I like that.
yeah, 8 ball. A little
The 8 ball got a little tricky.
But you might be able to cut the 4 in now and move the 10.
Yep.
But then you might not have a shot after that.
I think you have to hit the 8. If you're making the 4, I think you have to hit the 8.
Yeah, that'd be even better, especially if
Yes.
you use it as a stopper and then shoot the 2 next.
For sure.
That'd be great. Yeah, if you can get, you got to hit the low side of the 8 for this to work. It's got to bank the 8 out. And
It's
the cue ball
risky,
scores
though.
This side.
And maybe Brandon's saying it's not worth the risk. He's going to go 7-ball first.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
That 2-ball is tricky.
I mean, he could use the 4 later on and pocket the 4, go into the 8. I don't know. It's going to be very tough.
He's gonna be testing Tony's combo capabilities here. He's already hit a 4-ball combo. Let's see if he can hit a 2-ball combo.
Ray Needleworth for 8-ball magic rack. Just saying. You know what, Ray? I think that's a great recommendation.
I hate it.
Well, it sucks having to pull the rack.
That's the part.
But like we saw, Pete had one break where he hit them real good, but they didn't open up. It clearly was just a.
So here's what I would say: if they weren't spreading, I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
But they're spreading real good.
Except for that one rack, pretty much.
Except for that 1 second ball break where they all went to the right.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They're all spreading good, and we don't have a professional ref, that can scrub that rack.
Right.
We just don't. That's my only problem is when you're trying to slow roll over that, trying to, dink and dunk, and if you get into a moving game and 8-ball, which you normally do, it's just hard. So now they're in they're in a little trouble. 2-ball still an issue. Do they take a flyer on the bank? Do they?
Could you think? I don't know. This is time to stop running balls.
Yes. Yeah, unless you have a concrete plan for how you're going to deal with that 2 and 4.
Moving that 6 really is not good because now the 13 has a clear pocket, and yeah. I don't know.
Here's where I'm at. I'm feeling like this is going to be ball in hand most likely anyway. I'm going to try to roll the 11 up on the 8. I need to make things. I need to make another problem for stripes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I see anything better, but I'm so far I'm agreeing with you. Because they really don't have any problems besides the 10, which they could easily solve a ball in hand.
All right, Brandon's going dart jump, and he caught the 11 anyway. Ball in hand, and depending on how Pete and Mario are feeling about this, if they're liking their chances to run out, I'm taking the 10-ball first.
Yeah, I think you have to take the 10-ball first because the 9 and 14-ish probably it is, and the 15, once you get to the right side of them, they all go. Even if you get to the right side and just play the 9, they just go. But I think you have to start with the 10. He's going to tell him to shoot the 9 and go in between the 10 and the 8, but now you might put the 8. Yeah, you might push the 8 to the 2.
There's a lot of risk here.
Yeah, see, I don't want to move that 8. Because it already goes. And those balls down table are great setup balls. So start with the 10, solve everything up table, then save the 13 or the 12 down table for your lead up for the 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And the thing is that the 8 already has a little piece of the 2-ball anyway.
Well, I don't think it does. But
you think it goes by the 8?
Yeah, especially with the new cloth, big pockets.
Oh, right. Yeah, here we go.
Okay,
well, it moved okay.
So see if it welded up to that. You know what
I
mean? Like
there's risk. There's danger.
Only bad things. Well, good things just happen, but I don't know. The other route, when you're not moving it, as long as you stay in line, nothing bad can happen.
Right.
But now the balls are open. And let's see, what's their pattern going to be here? So, probably going to do this next.
It looks to me like they're leaving. If I would leave the 12 as my last ball.
I would too. I would shoot the 10 and cross over here for these, solve those.
Yeah.
And then
Mario just pointed to the 12 as that's our last ball, right? Yeah. Good call, I think. I think this is the right call.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, nice. Oh, don't crap.
Oh, dear.
Ooh, breaks. Okay, so he's got the 15. But he doesn't want to have to follow and leave him here, I'll tell you that. He'd like an angle. So he's...
To me, I'm cutting the other ball. Right, exactly. Yeah. I'm cutting the 14 if it's me.
If you don't have an angle on the 15, then yeah, you have to. You can't just put your partner in that top corner.
Oh, it hung.
Hanger, but it's blocking both balls.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what.
What?
I'm putting draw on that 4 ball to transfer top. They're both going in.
Yeah, me too. But
they're both going in.
But we got to look at the 2. You don't care. You just want to.
Well, yeah. I mean,
what else are you gonna do, right?
Right. You know, you're hoping that you're going to be that because you have angle going towards the left rail. You're hoping you're going to be able to see the 2 down the rail.
He might be gambling and putting follow on it to play position for the 2, because they can still fall with follow. They just usually don't.
Yeah, tough. It's a tough shot. It's definitely a tough shot. And with the angle that he hit it, it almost seemed like he wanted to tap the 14 and then stay up.
All right, so 14, 15,
11,
11,
and 12.
12.
And that's
8.
almost certainly
2 to 1.
Almost certainly what they're going to do now.
Actually, you know what? I shoot the 11 first, and then I shoot the 14, then I shoot the 15, then I shoot that ball, then I shoot that ball.
Honestly, for me, I'll tell you why I like the 14. It's a duck. I want to get my team moving.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want anybody feeling uncomfortable. The lead up to the 15 is super easy.
Actually, you know what? I don't know why, but I thought they had ball in hand. So that's why I was saying I would have shot the 11. Right. So I'm like, oh, you take ball in hand, you shoot it straight in the side. I don't know why I thought they had ball.
We've been in the booth a couple hours. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, that draw got away from Pete.
Well,
slice in the corner.
Yeah. I mean, and hopefully there's not a dead scratch in the side. If there is, you could use low left and back cut the 11, have the cue ball come up and down, but
for the ones where I'm trying to avoid that side pocket scratch, I'm putting high left, and I'm coming off the rail, and I'm sort of cinching into the center of the table.
See, I like more of low right and drawing beyond the side.
Yeah, but I don't want to hit it fast, you know what I mean?
He hit it good. Great shot.
Real nice shot. Pete was happy about that, too. There's the fist bump.
Pressure on that one, too. Don't want to go down 3-0, 2-1. It's a much different game. And it looks like we're headed to 2 to 1.
Yep. Nice, comfortably in the center table. He does have to stretch over. Yeah, he's okay. He can cue proper. Real nice.
And 2 to 1.
All right, so Tony went head ball. He didn't make anything, but look at it. Like 2/3 of the balls are down table. They're moving. They're just not pocketing, and I think it's because they're not hitting it square. Normally, you get that second ball to go in the side pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that would have been with the
more
6
often
balls.
with the template.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So I don't know. What do you like, stripes or solids? I like solids first glance. But
I do. The 4-ball sucks.
Yeah, and the 8-ball gets tricky to play position on later. Not terrible. You just stay somewhere in here.
I guess if you use the 1 to get underneath it and shoot the 4 up table, then you're okay. Right? They've got to start off with the 2. Oh, the 1's not there anymore. So they're going to have to change that up.
Yeah, so I would abandon the out.
Yep.
Pretty much now.
Yep. I might even put the 5 up table. Off the left end of the 1, just as a breakup ball, sit in front of the 15 maybe. Just tie things up. But it will alleviate some of the congestion down here with that 5, 6, 7.
I would probably just soft bank the 7 and just roll the cue ball to here on the rail.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna take away. Yeah, and that takes away the congestion. The thing I don't like about that is the 7's behind the 11 now, so it's side pocket or bust, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I like mine work, because I want to leave a center table.
Right.
If that shot, it's okay to shoot it, but make sure you're conscious to hit it hard enough to make it bounce.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, if you're stripes, I need to retake the advantage of that 14-1 situation. So I don't mind if I've got to push the one out of the way. I don't mind if I got to pocket it.
Yeah, play the combo.
Right, play the combo,
use
pocket it.
high right and try to bring that cue ball
And
down.
stay into the pile. Yep, for sure. I think that might be what Brandon's doing.
I see draw. Oh, maybe
Is he
not.
going low? Oh, you're right. He was trying to hit the 15, I think. Oh, boy. Risky. Now with ball in hand, I don't know. Were you taking the 4 first? Taking the 1 first? Okay, he's taking the 1.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. The 4 does have a pocket. You just got to get there.
Yeah, the four is tough.
The thing I don't like about doing this now, I almost want to waste a turn because I don't like. They've got a problem. Stripes does. If I don't see the out, do I want to take away their problem? There's a lot of.
So I think he wanted to get like here
For the 4 back
cut.
cut.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's hopeful, and you're running into their pile. You're not running away from it.
Yeah.
So now you've got to really come with some plays. And the one thing that I feel is death in 8-ball is running down to your last ball and not being able to make it. At that point, you might as well hand the other person the game.
Yeah. I have fun when I failed it, when I'm in a bad spot like that, because you get to look for the most stupid aggressive shots possible, because
They can't see theirs.
well, no, you know that if you miss, it's over. You might as well scoop.
Oh,
the
right.
ball.
Oh, you're
so you
saying-
might as well give
yeah.
yourself a chance to win.
Right.
A 4-railer off a ball in the side. Who
Right,
cares?
right,
You might
right.
as well try
You're
it.
saying when you're the 1, not the 7.
Yeah, when you got the worst of it.
Right.
It's like one pocket when a guy's got me down
Right.
7-1 or something.
You're free rolling.
Yeah, I'm going into the cluster. I'm trying to. Yeah, it's fun though. You get to be creative. And,
For sure. Because when it works, you look like a hero.
oh yeah, when it's such a good feeling when you escape those.
5 corner, I'm soft rolling the 7 in to the side, and I'm hoping that I have the back cut for the 4. I mean, I don't think you play for the 4 here.
He'd like to be able to get to this rail.
Okay, he's going to
and
handle the
out.
7 first.
All
Yep.
right, so
They're going to hit a draw stroke to get for the 4.
I
think he's gonna go 4 now?
I might take the 4 now.
He's going to go into the pile, though.
It's tough because you can stay here. I just don't like having to gamble that I'm going to make the 4 and get a great shot at the 8.
I hear you, but going the other way, you'll never get out of that pile.
Well, I could get out of that pile. All right, so let's see what's going to happen.
You're going to try to
here.
use the 10 as a stopper.
We're going to have this ball.
And
ball
oh
here?
yeah, I know,
No way.
I know.
Well, he might thin it, but that cue ball is going off that ball that way. He might not even touch that ball. I don't know. The angles are deceiving. We'll see. This could get unlucky and even pocket the 8 off that 10 ball.
That's true. That's a good point.
Oh, he hit it pretty good.
Wow, that was about as good as now. You're going to run into the 15. If you run into that 15 strange, you scratch.
Yeah, or a double kiss, too.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But you got to do something.
You got to do something. Got to
I
play
might
for it.
use a tiny bit of left to try to miss the
try to
15.
avoid it?
I mean, it's a small window to
Oh,
hit. But
man, that's
it depends how it lays.
that
It's
is
tough.
dicey.
You got to see how the 8 lays. You'd have to be at the table to really call that.
I might want to add some right and try to hit it thick.
Yeah, it makes it hard to pocket the 8 jacked up with
Yeah.
the side, though. And like we said, if you miss, you're probably dead. Oh.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah,
you knew it was
Let
coming.
me see. Was it the double kiss or did it go in clean?
No,
And he
it went and clean off the 15, and you knew it was coming.
Yeah, clean. It looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. But what else?
What
can
else
he
do you have to do?
Right. I mean.
Right.
You know. That was cool.
And Teresa Blaze, I appreciate it. The chemists see the angle sometimes, but which is good for Tony Blaze and Brandon Ryan, that's for sure. They are now up 3-1, commanding lead. Pete and Mario have the break though,
Yeah.
so here they come firing back.
And they had the luxury of being up 3-0, so
We still have yet to see somebody hit the head ball straight on. You know what I mean? From that center diamond. and I'd like to see how that worked out.
All right. So Mario to break, head ball break. Let's see if the 1 and 4 head to their respective side pockets. They both went high.
Yeah, they're both those balls are going high, and
another dry break.
it makes me think that they're racking high on the spot.
Yeah, possibly. I think it's just with the hand rack, with just about any hand rack, it's just so hard to get everything perfectly
Lined up
frozen
perfectly,
where they're supposed to go, like a template would, you know.
All right, what do you like here, partner?
I think I like the 13. Oh no, I had that in reverse. I wanted straights, but I want
That might be what they
stripes.
do though. 13-6. They might be
but,
picking up
but
solid.
now you're the 6, and now you're solids, and then you got that to worry about. But the 7 might solve that, or the 2. All right, so yeah, they elected to go solids, and the trouble's the 3 ball. They could use the 2 later in the rack, go into it, or the trouble ball, the 3. They might be able to pocket the 7
And come up off the
go
base
into
rail.
it
Yep.
one way or another. They could fall below it, pocket the 7, draw into it, but tough. They got their work cut out for them here.
Yep.
This is going to be if they can get out, but they're going to have to earn it for sure.
Now, do you use that 4 ball on the side and try to run into the pile?
Oh, I thought that was yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks like Tony's looking that way.
If he can comfortably make it, yeah. I would have loved the cue volley here, but if he can make it, he can make it. And sometimes he's hit the point and come out, but it looks pretty deep. Perfect.
Well done. Oh boy.
Right.
And of course a 7.
Wait. Is this wired?
Is it wired?
Is it wired? I don't know. It looks pretty close now.
But it's got an angle going the other way though. On the 3.
Yeah, it's
so he's
okay.
going towards the
It's
8 ball.
okay. Get the creativity time. You go into this side of the 3 and draw back, and then boom, make the 7.
So you're just saying abandon the 3, take the carom combo.
Or I mean, what else are you gonna do? If you had the 2 on the side right there, and you could use a stop shot, then you could play the 3-7 combo like that. But what else? You got to shoot at something.
I would favor going all the way up with the 2 and trying to get back over to the left-hand side of the table.
No way, Jose.
And then 3's breaking up your 7.
No way, Jose. That's what
Brandon agrees. Brandon agrees.
Yeah, but I mean, he hit that perfect.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes.
Perfect. Now, I'm guessing that maybe this is not dead. We're gonna find out.
He's gonna bump this one. It's gonna.
They both might go, and he might. Okay, so the 7 was not dead.
Here's the difficult. Well, you just gotta take the 7 up. 7 up.
Yeah,
now your 5 is in limbo, man.
Yeah, now it's time to roll the 7 to the rail and try to freeze them. I mean, what else are you supposed to do here? You have to play up the 7. It goes here, but
5 has no home.
Yeah, I mean, if his cue ball was here, he could have used a bunch of low left and tried to pull something miraculous out for the 5 in the side. But
the only other thing I'm seeing with the 5, if you're on the left-hand side of the table with the cue, is coming off the rail off the 14.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I like that, Dan.
I'm all right every now and again. You know
I like that one. I mean, you gotta do something.
And I feel like you're kind of pot stuck here. You got to go for it here. Where's the safe? I mean, Stripes has too many options. The 14's dead. The you know what I mean? It's there's just no place you can hide them unless you lock up on a ball.
The 9.
If you really lock up on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not confident that he
Especially
can.
being, if you could have more of a stop shot, but he's almost stuck to the rail.
Right, you know? I think you just have to go for it.
Yeah, I think
and
you're
get
right.
creative.
Cut the 7 up, go back and forth, and then rail first.
He was going bank, wasn't he? He was going bank.
Let's take a look.
I think he was trying to go bank side.
Oh, did I hit the wrong button? What happened?
Yeah, he was going bank side. Which I don't mind, but it looked like it didn't have the clearance. All right, so now this rack is completely stripes to dominate. The 9 doesn't go by the 7, but that's the only tricky ball. Everything
Well,
else, I mean, there's a cluster,
yeah, you
but
have to fall good on these.
but they're
Yeah.
all open enough. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
so now that's where you handle it now. So you go here and you drift over.
Yeah.
You start taking care of those, and then should be good from there. Use the 11 or the 14 as your final balls.
They may even be thinking about using the 9 as the final ball, which I don't like.
Where's
But
the 9? I don't even see
that's the
9.
one on the towards us.
Okay, didn't see that ball. Okay, geez, that changes things a lot.
You see what I mean?
Yeah,
That's it's restricted on one side.
the
I think.
reason I don't like the 9 is because of where the 7 is.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of times you're gonna fall here on the 9 and then have to deal with the 7.
For sure.
I might draw back now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's no good though, because you got to deal with these. So yeah, you got to deal with these now. Now you go 10 and you go cue ball up and out.
I don't like it. I don't like having the 12 behind the 5, Lance.
The
I think you
12
have to.
behind the
I think
5.
you have to deal with the 10 and the 12 now. So
Okay,
if you're coming,
you could go this way and then this way.
right, and then I'm okay with
I
it.
don't know.
Then I'm okay with it.
I don't know.
I don't think you can leave either one of those two alone right now. They have to be dealt with both right now.
Why?
Because the 5 is a blocker.
Eh.
I mean, the 5 is a bigger blocker than the 7 is for the 9. That's for sure.
All right, so he's gonna agree with you here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go here, you go up and down, you roll the 11 in.
Yeah, the 9
Come
is
back for the 9, but you got to get good on the 9.
just by the nature of the way the thing laid out. The 9 has to be the last ball. I don't like it, but you know, it's manageable. That's for sure.
All right, so now 11.
got a lot of angle,
now
doesn't
you're
he?
dealing with the 7 already.
He's got a lot of angle. I think Pete wanted to draw that back more.
Yeah, for sure. But he didn't want to fall on this side, which isn't terrible because you make it and you go 3 rails around. But
All right, let's see if Mario can slow roll this puppy.
you know what? I think he can. But the problem is, well, I think he's supposed to slow roll it because even if he gets like here,
That's beautiful.
it's
if you get
fine
there, it's beautiful.
because if you have the angle to come up for the 8.
Right.
I really don't want to be on the high side of the 9 unless I'm like straight in and could draw back.
Already hit it.
Perfect.
Wow.
Now
nice speed
now
control.
Pete should be able to drive to the rail.
I'm
now.
just drawing it straight back. Be
Or he might be able to-
careful with the side pocket, but I'm drawing it straight back.
If there's angle, just slight angle, then yeah, draw back low right. You don't have to get perfect. It's an easy 8. Oh, he was dead straight. Perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so just like that.
Now Mario's just got to watch out for that 5 ball. Don't hit it in the act of shooting. Looks
right.
good to me.
3-2. All right, so Brandon crushed those again.
Again, the side pocket went high.
And it looks dry. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep, dry.
The side pocket went high again, so there's something fundamentally wrong with where they're spotting.
Yeah, if I was him, I would just move the cue ball over at least like, I don't know, 2 inches. So any direction, just move it over somewhere. Because he's crushing them. He's hitting them
Right.
great. But,
So I like stripes in this case. What do you think, partner?
well, this is a potential issue.
Right, but the stripes owns it. And they have the breakup ball with the 12 there.
The 12.
12 side,
Oh, it's a
you just
15.
nudge it, or sorry,
15.
15, sorry, 15 side. You just nudge into it, and he can start off with a 10. I think that's what Pete's doing. And that looks good.
So they're going to work down table. And then they want to go up table for their final 3 balls in the 8. Oh, that's not the 8. Okay, my color's no good. The 8's there, but that's okay. You still can work down table, then up table. Shoot this. Come down.
He's probably just going to draw it back a little bit because I think he'll have the 13.
Yeah, but you could go bottom rail.
Yeah, no, just a little bit. He's got the 13.
Yeah, but now you're straight.
Is he straight? I thought he had angled. No?
Even if you add angle, then how do you get back for the 14 in the same pocket?
If he's got angle, then you just go 2 rails forward, but I don't think...
Like
maybe
this?
Right, but
And
maybe I'm seeing
like
it wrong.
that? Like
Okay, he's
for
snapping back, so he must not have any angle.
If he can split them without touching them, no problem. Even if he draws into the 3, he'll get a good look at the 14. Yeah, hit this. Oh, okay. He hit a little full, but I thought it would leak up higher. You know, he hit it pretty full though.
This is tough.
Now he's got the 9.
I think you have to take the 9, don't you?
He
Well,
could. You know what? I don't mind a soft bank on the 14
and lay in
then,
front of all of their balls.
Well, I
right?
try to make it. Well, I don't know. Now the L's. Actually, I try to make it because the cue ball, if you could play it up table, you get this, and then you're out. But I like it because it's 2-way. If you miss it, you might own this pocket.
Right. And that's a big pocket for solids, that's for sure. I think he tried to slice.
Yeah, I think so too. Now they still are in the driver's seat here. The 1 ball is.
And it's on an island. There's no breakup ball for the 1.
Yeah. I might. It's hard to want to do anything with it now because.
Do you bank that side? Do you go aggressive and bank that side?
The 1 on the side right now?
Yeah. Right now, because you know if you make it, you're out.
I don't know if I'm out. If I make
Everything else looks
I mean, I would think I am.
pretty
but...
ducky. You know what I mean?
I didn't see this. Just go into it now. Fin it and go into it now. Just like that.
Tony Blaze, look at
I
that.
kept thinking that was the 8 ball. Okay, so now
The
he's
problem,
straight
yeah.
in on the 1.
Is he? Does that go by?
He might have the 3.
The 3, I think. You know, the angles are funny in the booth, folks.
I like.
No, you might be right. Maybe the 1 does go through.
But even if it does, I think I like the 3 soft, and you just come up because you might have the 6, you might have the 5. You're gonna have something. You might have the 5 also in the corner.
Oh, he's going 1 corner.
Yeah, you know what? It is the final problem balls, and it's a pretty good look. So I think that actually is probably the right move.
Brandon fires it in with confidence.
Now, the only issue I didn't like about that is you're kind of playing position for the 2 there. He would have loved to gotten over a little bit farther. You can go into the 7. You could draw into the 7 and leave yourself the 5 on the side or the 6 in the bottom left corner.
See, I'm going off the rail and back out to the center table because I just want to make sure I pocket that 2.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have done as well.
Yeah, and that looks good.
Now, that 7's an issue. So 5, he'd love to be able to follow forward to there, but I don't
I think he does. I think he's got angle.
I think it's too steep.
Oh, you think he's going too much into the 9?
Yeah, up that way or this way. Or into the 9.
You know, if that's the case, then maybe the 3's the play.
Well, yeah, if it's not the 5, it's the 3 for sure. With inside English. And then
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just lay up on it and go to the long side.
Because even if you come short or long, you add those balls on the side.
All right, so
if you didn't like the 7.
So Brandon wants Tony to use the 6 to get to the 7.
I don't like it because if you get straight, you're in trouble.
Yeah, because then the 3's your last ball and it doesn't go by the 14.
I think it does go by the 14, I mean.
Does it?
I think so. Yeah, okay.
Tony hit that good.
Yeah, so this is good. And he's got an angle, I think, enough to punch up just a little. But once again, you don't want to get straight on the 7 because the 8 is...
You're going to need some angle.
Yeah. And you don't want too much angle.
Right, because it's a hard shot.
Right. They would have loved for it to have gone on the side. That would have made life a lot easier.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's kind of a slight back cut.
Oh, boy.
If I'm Tony, I'm just trying to make this and follow forward.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's all you can do. Pocket the 7, follow forward. Hopefully you get off of the rail. Maybe use a little left to...
Yeah, and I'm saying, I'm not even using the left. I'm just saying to Brandon, I trust you. I'm going to give you a 7-footer, you know, and that's it.
Yeah,
yep.
Nothing wrong with that. It's not a hanger, but if I missed and left Brandon this, he'd love it.
Right. And that's the way you got to think, you know.
Big shot here to get on the hill or potentially make it 3-3. And he hits it beautifully.
G-Force fighting back.
And their first hill of the day has been reached. All right, pizza break. He went back to the second ball break, and wow, he was going to make the 3 or the 4, and they kissed up. And beautiful layout. Quick thinking. I like. I was going to say stripes, but the 9.
The 9 ball,
Yeah.
right? That gives solids the edge. I think if you could pocket the 5 now, I don't like that 3 ball combo, but that 4 is dead, right? 2 ball is a little bit of an issue as well, but the 6 is there to help.
Oh, they see something really quick, and I can't see what it is yet.
He's gonna pocket 13 side. Oh yeah, he went to 3 ball combo.
Wow.
Yeah. So Tony's loving these multi-ball combos.
Yeah, so I think Brandon can use some low right and twist that one in. It's probably thinner than it looks, believe it or not. It probably looks easy, but I guarantee you it's not. See, he's already looking at like, I don't like that. I don't know. What else am I gonna do?
So Ray need to work with a proper correction. That's right, Ray. So this is the second time G-Force has been on the hill. Ben Parker was on the hill in the 8 ball. That's right.
Oh, that when Pete came back.
Right.
Oh, apologies.
That's why we have sideline reporting, Ray. So we appreciate it.
Right. I always love engaging with the chat.
Yeah.
You know, I see a lot of streams where like they never talk to the chat, and boggles my mind. You know, like I know what it's like commentating. Sometimes you run out of things to say, and like engaging with the chat is beautiful. You know. Gives you something to do when.
Along those lines, folks, if feel free to comment in the chat. Who do you like? What do you see?
Score predictions.
What do you hate out of us?
Yeah. Anything you think we could do better? I'm always ears open.
All right, Brandon's got a nice angle on the 1.
I missed it. What did Brandon shoot to get out of that?
He shot the 4 ball all the way down the corner, bottom right hand corner.
Yeah.
And now I think you want to just follow this and try to get in between that 7-9 gap. The 1 ball that is. But the problem is still looming, and that problem is the 2 ball. The 2 ball hasn't been solved yet. They've removed their local ball to break it up. So you've got to get where are you getting for that 2?
I want to make the 7. And it looks like they might be able to draw it here, but the 2 might go in the side.
If it goes in the side, then they're okay. If it doesn't, they've really got a problem.
Yeah, if it goes in the side, you draw back or stop there. He's going to draw back a little. I don't know why he doesn't want a double hit, but he's jacking up a little high here. Okay, so I think their move is the 5, and then the 2. But I don't like being straight on the 5 here. I would have liked to have been like here to come off the rail and out. Or I probably would.
So based on where Tony's steering Brandon, that 2 must go on the side. And the real problem there is even if you make it in the side, the 15 and the 13 are obstructing you.
Yeah, and your cue ball is probably coming this way.
Right.
Down table away from the.
Yeah, Brandon tried to make more happen.
I wonder. I don't think so, but I'm wondering if it went into this side and he tried to cheat a little.
Right.
But regardless, Mario and Pete still alive.
Yep. And this is a good chance to come right back.
Yeah.
Don Trottier. Yeah, no, I hear you. Lance's quality, that Dan guy, That's listen, I'm union. He had to put me in the booth with him.
2 Italians.
That's right.
2 Italians and Paisan too. So looks like we're going 14-11, and then
I'm thinking about stop shotting that 11 and getting the 15 side now.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Only because you're so close to the 11. I don't want to get too tricky here. And then you can roll up for the 9 next. So I didn't like going forward.
Did he lose it, or is it still there? Hard to tell. Yeah.
So
I think he might have lost it. I think he has to bail out.
It'd be nice to pocket this and go up and down. I don't know if you could hold it. Go top rail and out.
Oh, great shot. Great shot.
Yeah, he held it. Yeah. Great shot. So back in line. Pocket the 9.
Mm-hmm. Pete's a little close to his work. He's going to have to go left-handed.
Looks like he can go 1 or 2 rails. He's probably going to go 1.
And that looks okay.
Yeah, so now I'm seeing 10. 13, 14, 8.
I think he's got a little more angle on that 10 than you think. I think he's gonna have to wrap around the 14.
With
Or,
follow?
and I'm sorry, not 14, 12. He's gonna have to wrap around the 12.
For like this?
Yes.
For the
Yeah,
side?
for the side,
Or
yep.
he could even just
And
go
I don't
like
mind
this for the corner.
Because then it's side, side, side 8 ball. I don't mind that. Oh,
If-
he's drawn. He's drawn.
Oh yeah, why didn't we think of that? Oh, maybe
That's
why.
probably why we didn't think of that. That's
Now you got to probably take this ball now. I don't know
if
about
he has it. I think.
he definitely has it.
Yeah.
And because you can go you have options. You can come around.
No, you're right. He
and
must have enough.
This ball has almost every corner, maybe every pocket on the table.
Yeah, if he has the cut, you're not going to get better than he is right now.
Even if you were, it's just you got to take this now while you can. Oh, we overcut it.
Overcut it.
But they got to look at the 2. So now it looks like they could probably make the 2 with some low right, crossover, make the 5, and then follow up with the 8.
And I think that's how Tony's going to go because he wants to let the stroke out a little bit. He's not going to do any slow.
I don't think he goes
thing.
to the rail here. I think it's okay. He did get to the rail. I think he's supposed to play that short of the rail because you want an angle on this straight or this side. I mean, this side's not the side he's on. It's not terrible.
I think Brandon's gonna go off the right hand side rail and back over again.
Like this.
Yeah, I think that's how I think he's gonna.
I think that's the move because you don't want to shoot the 8 from there.
I wouldn't want to anyway.
No. And even if you overhit it and get here, I'm okay with it.
Right,
Shoot the 8,
exactly.
no problem.
That's a good shot. Good speed.
Yeah, Tony's strong favorite to make this. I like to use a little low right here. He's going high.
He always cues to the left. You know that in his practice shots?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So, Brandon and Tony get it done. They get G-force on the board.
Yep. 3-1.
Desperately needed. 3-1. We're going to be taking a little 10-minute intermission here. And we'll be back with you next. We have singles match. Dave Sheehan playing Anthony Blaze, 10-ball. So we'll see you in 10 minutes, guys.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hoe.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0, and if you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone, and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination and weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard fucking work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm, because it's not finished to the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, and I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you try hard enough, you're bound to come out on top. Just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish
that we have to attain, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0, and if you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire.
All right, guys. So we have breaking news. We have for G-Force, we have Bob Lakis replacing Anthony Blaze in this singles match. And I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised because Anthony just played a very good game helping G-Force get on the board and stop the bleeding. But who knows? You never know with things like this. Maybe Tony's stomach was bothering him, or he twisted his wrist a little weird. You never know. I mean, you never know what's going on. But without knowing, I am a little surprised. But we'll see how it works out.
I'm surprised as well, especially because I know Tony is more of a rotation player than he is an 8-ball player, and he just delivered an 8-ball. So
yeah, I would definitely agree that I think he's stronger in rotation. Yeah, he pockets balls very well.
So if you're going to replace him, I would have replaced him in 8-ball, I suppose. But
the problem with that is I think once you replace him, he no longer can come back. So he couldn't have been replaced in 8-ball first and then came back for this.
I'm not 100% sure on that. I think they changed it. Yeah.
Shocker.
I think
Shocker.
I think they changed the rules where you can sub somebody in for whatever match you want to sub them in for. There's some new stuff with the alternates this year. As we know, we had the race to 6 instead of the race to 5 in a team match.
Yeah, that was
so. There were some things that were different this year. But let's see if Bob Lakis rewards his captain for the belief in him. He's already off to a good start by making the 9-ball in the top right corner.
So Miss Blaze asking what's going on. So each team consists of 6 total players, 5 players and an alternate. So Bob is the alternate, and the alternate can be subbed in before a match starts, not during a match. And it sounds like they can also be replaced later on in the event now as well. So Gene Hunt opted to replace Tony, sub in Bob for Tony in this match.
And I know we were caught off guard in the same way you were, Mrs. Blaze, but I think we're all going to come over and eat some of those sausage and peppers that you just offered.
Yeah,
and so,
I'm a sucker for sausage.
That's right. Oh, I love it. So there might be more than just Tony coming home. All right, so Bob's got a little bit of an issue with this 3-ball. Going to see how he tries to handle this, whether he's going to play a safe with it. I might be tempted to do the old 3-railer safe, try to lock up on the 5 and send it around the table, you know what I mean? But maybe he's going to try to bank out. Oh, he tried to bank out, yeah. Now in 10-ball, for the folks that don't know, the way that we play it in bar boxes, it's called shop, but it's also called safe. So if you call the pocket in and you don't get it, we can any player can give it back to you. Dave's going to take his chances with the 3-ball cut here.
Yeah, you have to go up and down. You can't hold this one. He's going to have to cut it in and have the cue ball go up and down, I believe, back for the 5 on the side. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like that. In fact,
wait. Breaking news. That's the 4-ball.
Yeah, right.
That's the 4-ball.
The 4 and the 8 look almost exactly the same in our booth, folks.
But he can hold this. He can just roll it in, hit it well, hit it very well.
Great speed.
Dave's been playing a lot of pool lately. He's going to be tough to beat.
Yep. Great speed. It's funny, when I'm playing my ranked matches, I don't give the ball back very often in 10-ball. But if it's a pressure situation, like the Cooper Cup, like a big match, money match, playing our rule set, I give it back a little more.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, he was focused so much on getting the draw, and I guarantee he's coming back up to the table.
Yeah, and even if he does, it looks like he's going to have a cut bank to the rail and have the cue ball do one of these and leave 9 feet of distance and maybe even get behind the 10. Or Bob might shoot that same shot.
Considering the 4-9, if I'm Dave, I'm considering firing the 4-9 combo in the top left corner.
The 4-10?
4-10, sorry, 4-10 combo.
Kicking at
it, right.
Yeah, I mean,
you've got this big cluster. The 6 is frozen on the corner.
So he's got enough to bank the ball. I didn't think he had.
Does he really?
Yeah, he called it in the bottom left. So, and it will carry position unless the cue ball gets away from him. But at that speed, it's a sellout. Well, if it holds up, Yeah, I mean, not a hanger, but
Right. Not one that Bob can easily give back either.
yeah, no, you ain't giving this one back. You're going in on this one. You're cutting it. Their issue is the cue ball has a big tendency to go into this cluster, or even if you
That's why I might
get
play
to
a
the
safe
rail,
with it and try to get into that cluster. Right, and that's exactly what Bob opted to do. Did he get into it?
Wow, we have that great.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to. Well, that was a great shot.
Nice shot by Bob.
It's so easy for that cue ball to leak this way and out rather
Right.
than as good as he got it. Dave jumps pretty well. And he already had the jump cue together and was prepared like he should be. So no time wasted. Dave is a little bit on the slower side, so, you know, he can't afford to waste time putting his jump cue together.
Right.
You know. I remember captaining the Lisciotti Cup. Before every match, I tell the guys, put your jump cue together.
Right.
You don't have time.
Have your gear ready.
Be ready. There was one player that forgot. But, you know, no problem. That's what extensions are for.
The old Jeremy Jones chalk trick. If it can happen in the Moscone Cup, it can happen in the Cooper Cup, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so Bob hit that early.
So now, if you're convinced that the 6 doesn't go in, I'm playing a safe with the 4.
Yeah, thin
If
the
you're
4,
convinced that it does go in,
the left side, right? Thin the left side.
it's all about the read on that 6 ball, and that's what Dave's trying to figure out right now.
He might be able to razor thin it and get to this side of the pocket.
Yep. So I think he's deciding that the 6 will not go in.
It's frozen, I believe. It's frozen or not? So it's not frozen, and he's going to play the safe. That's why
Yep.
he looked at him and said not frozen.
Right. Great play by Dave. Good assessment of the situation.
All right, so Bob is going to have to call the 6, come to the bottom rail and kick the 4, and he's got a pretty good chance of executing this.
Yeah. Great shot.
With position. And a pretty good line to get to the 5.
Yeah.
He can back up the 4, even if he runs into the 8.
In fact, he might want to run into the 8. It's going to slow him down.
Yeah, the only issue with this is the 5 to the 7 is not going to be easy. This is
Or you're doing
double
2
tough.
rails and trying to get around that 10.
This is double tough, let me
Or
tell you.
you're trying to snap this backward draw.
This is...
Yeah, triple tough.
Yeah, I mean, I might really gear up and go high left and try to get like real tight. And I mean, this line is
I
just.
kind of like high with a touch of right and trying to go 2 rails and trying to get around the 10. But
Or if I could hit it fat enough and spin it, like that. He did have it.
Ooh, great
Beautiful,
shot.
beautiful shot. And now he's got a natural line to just cut the 4 in, floats straight up. Oh, he's stretching though. Anytime you stretch, funny things can happen.
For sure.
And this is thin. He hit it well. Would have liked a stop shot on the 8. He's leaking towards the wrong way, but he can go forward with follow. He might be able to stun draw
to the other side, yeah.
He's got options. Stun
Yep.
draw, okay. Get off the rail, and he's looking good. Yep, looking good.
All right.
Bob strikes first, 1-0 lead. Chris Wheeler, thanks for liking the stream.
All right, so we're looking at that 6 ball and the 4 ball, seeing if they go into the side pocket when he popped the 1. And the 4 ball did. He's got I was going to say a reasonable look at the one. He's got an unreasonable look at the one, but he's got a look at the one. I expect Dave to play defensively here. Sure did. Great save. And that's kind of Dave's MO, you know what I mean? He's a savvy player. He's not gonna be too overly aggressive. He's gonna try to outmove you. And it's kind of the way that he plays. Bob, I think, is maybe a touch more aggressive than is Dave. All right, so nice hit by Bob. He did get a rail. Unfortunately for him, he's also given a look on the one corner. And yeah, Dave's eyeing this cluster in the middle, this 6-5-9-8 cluster, which is going to give both players headaches. And how Dave's going to manage that. He might have to draw back, on top of that side pocket. Oh, he was able to stun it. That's good. Nice stop shot. Wrap around a couple rails for the 3. Again, the 3 to the 5, that's where things start to get hairy because of that cluster. Now, ideally, if Dave can get really high up the table, he'll have angle 3 side. Okay, no, he just wanted to play safe. And that's kind of his MO. I don't mind it. He's locked up on the 8. He's going to get ball in hand. He might even play for 3 foul, which Dave is famous for.
So, I think you do have a 1-railer. The 3-railer plays pretty good, though.
Yeah.
As long as you don't hit the 10.
All right, cluster's still there. Dave's gonna try to safe out here. With that cluster, Dave doesn't take chances. He just likes the 3 foul. That's my prediction anyway. We're gonna see if I'm right. I have a funny story about me and Dave playing in a ranked match in 3 fouls, but he almost made me quit pool. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So Dave had me on 3 fouls in 2 consecutive games, and he almost had me on the 3rd. On the 9th foul possibility,
right.
I glanced off the 1. If I hadn't hit that ball, I was quitting pool forever.
Consecutive?
Consecutive.
So long time ago, I was playing in, I think it was Eric Tang's tournament at a blue felt at Lefty Magoo's on the Berlin Turnpike.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
And I was playing like a B player. I forget who it was. I remember he was like a B player. I 3 fouled him, won the rack. 3 fouled him, immediately won the rack. And I got him on 2, but he got out of it.
Okay.
And that was the only one I
Same
remember.
story with me and Dave. And I told Dave if I didn't make the hit on the 1, I was going to break my stick.
Yeah, yeah.
That was going to be the end of it.
Yeah, it is frustrating when people do it to you, but I don't care as long as they played like legit good lock-up safes. You know,
Right,
it's like,
right.
more power to you. You locked me up. But I hate when they kind of get a roll.
Right,
You know what I mean? It's like,
right.
Come on, bro.
I think he's just going to glance slightly off the 5 and then just get to the rail.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay. He
leans.
exposed it.
Oh, you know what? Goes on the side now, I believe, too.
Oh, yeah.
And then you roll forward with the cue ball for the 6 in the corner.
7 to the
in
8 still
corner.
gross.
Not really.
You don't think so?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. For
7 to the 8 still really, really tough.
For whatever reason, I thought the 10 was the ball going in the side and would be cleared, but obviously it's not.
I mean, I guess if you get underneath and you can hit an 8-10 combo or something like that.
Did he hit the 8 first?
Yeah, and that's good on Bob. He called himself. He called himself. Yeah.
What? Oh, he was trying to bank it and play a safe stop shot, maybe.
Good on Bob. He knew he had made contact with the 8 first, and he awarded the no need to get a ref involved.
Look at this, though.
8-10 stinks, doesn't it?
If they're frozen, the 8 pie doesn't go to the corner, bottom left corner. It may
Does it
go
go
to
top
the,
right?
It may go top right. It may go to the side.
I guess that's what I'd be playing for, the top right. If I don't get that look, then I'm trying to freeze it up on the 10. You know what I mean? Play a stop shot off the 8 and just try to freeze up on the 10. But Dave's got a lot of work here. Oh, he's going to freeze up on the 6. Yeah, again, this is his style. This is his MO.
And you know what's juicy about this is if Bob fails to hit this, he's on 2, and then Dave will shoot the 5 up table or whatever
and sit on that double ball.
Right
yeah,
there.
for sure.
And
For
that
sure.
will be a tough kick.
Thanks for liking the stream, Heath Hughes.
Yeah, guys, please like and share. Support Free Pool. Trying to grow the tour here. And the more the tour grows, the better content I will get you. We had Moritz Newhausen here play one of our local pro. Oh, he was already on.
Was that 3?
Yeah, he must have been already on.
That was 3. I'm sorry. That's my miscount. That's my miscount. And again, staying completely with Dave Sheehan's MO, right? He loves the defensive game. He loves to try to outmove.
Yeah, he likes moving games. One pocket, one ball, one pocket, and anything we make up that revolves moving, he likes.
All right. So unfortunately for Bob, he follows up the 3 foul with another foul. And make no mistake, this is in the back of Dave's head.
This is a run out.
This is a wide open rack.
He made 2 balls. Bob had a great break, made 2 balls, and they all lay very nice. I mean, I don't know what the hardest thing is here. Whether the 2 to the 3,
2 to the 3. Yeah, and I'd say that's about it. Because once that 3's vacated, everything is really towards the pocket.
I like going 3 rails here and coming out this way. I want to be steep on the 2.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, he got that way too.
Yeah, he got perfect.
He got that way.
But with the draw on that table, he could have ended up here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
New cloth. Yeah,
the way I'm going, it's so hard to screw that up.
Right.
You know?
We can't overstate that, folks. The new cloth, things slip and slide.
And I'll tell you, I think he's okay, but because it's new cloth, but I think he would have liked more angle. See? I mean, this is okay.
He's gonna go railing out. This is okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's gonna just yank this back.
Yeah, pocket
now,
it,
if he really yanks on it, he could get behind the 6.
Does he play? I'm sorry, keep going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because he wants to yank it back on the top side of the 4.
He could just pocket the 3,
play the
come
4
out
corner.
a little, yeah, because it doesn't matter which side of the 4 you get. If you get here, it's okay. If you get here, it's okay. It's and then you have a nice cut on the 5 to lead you 2 rails to the 6.
Yeah.
So
let's see how he chooses
I
this one.
honestly would probably pick the corner,
corner.
here, yeah. And the 7's there, so if you hit it terrible.
The nice thing about doing what he did is it lets the stroke out.
Yeah,
now, of course, he's going to be bridged over the 6, but
Yeah, but he's fine. Well, it's just stop shot.
Yeah.
Like I said, back cut on the 5's nice because it gives you a nice natural 2 railer to the 6.
Sure.
I mean, he would like to just come out to there, but oh, I don't like
boy.
that.
Is he going to get a bump?
I don't like that.
Oh boy.
So, unless the angles were very funny for us seeing in the booth, I don't like that. I think that was a mental mistake.
So, safe coming up. From where he's standing, I'm thinking he's just going to try to nick off of it and get onto our bottom rail. There's just no good place to hide it.
Like something like that.
Something like that.
You got to be careful. Oh, he's kicking at it. He's gonna kick.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't mind this because you can't leave Bob a chance to pocket the 5 in the same top right corner as the 7. It's a free make.
And the cue ball is going to be headed this way, so you get position on the 6 if you make it. And there's probably a couple ways you can get away with it.
Yeah.
If you miss it, if you were to, I don't know though, if you undercut, I don't know. It might be hard to get away with it if you miss it, but we'll see.
I don't mind him being
Yeah,
aggressive
see,
there.
it's hard to get away with it if you miss it, but give you a chance to win the rack.
Right. You know,
if that ball had done the same thing it did and went by in the 10 or something, that would have been great.
well, even if the 5 travels a little bit more to the center of the table and it makes it a steeper cut,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you got to earn it.
you got to earn
Yeah.
it, right? So, and Bob's still in a stretch. This isn't comfortable. He's the favorite to make it by far,
it's such an
but
easy shot. Okay, so now this is where people get lazy. You need an angle on the 7. You
get back
don't
to
you
the
don't
10.
want to just stay here and be straight. You either want to be like here or you want to be like here, and that'll work.
I think he's gonna go 2 rails forward off the
High right.
Yep.
I feel really comfortable like to this way.
Yep.
Or,
Yep.
okay,
Yep.
See,
Oh,
a
okay.
lot of players like to play it flat like that, which it's fine either way. It depends how it lays. Like when you're
Sure.
at the table, it's so hard. It's really specific with how it lays. I shoot it both ways, but I like it when tight out of the corner because it's so predictable. of where
Right, and
it's
you have a lot
going.
more room to run. You know what I mean?
Right. So Bob with a nice out there and takes a 2-1 lead. So Dave to break, down 2-1.
Let's look at the 5 and the 4. See if they go in the side pockets.
And the
And he pick up the
4.
4. Yeah.
And no look at the 1, but he's going to have probably a pretty good save. I like going with left-hand English off the left side of the 1,
Yeah,
2
thin.
rails, and
Yeah.
try to thin these.
Yeah, for sure.
And just try to come here or even bottom rail. Doesn't matter.
It's a tough stretch. He's gonna be.
Yeah, the body being a little
Yeah.
contorted here is the problem. Yeah, that's what he's looking at, the line of how to get either here or, I mean, maybe
Yeah.
this way. I doubt it.
He's
But
reaching for his extension. I think. You just talked about not having your equipment ready. He was looking for his extension. I think.
well, he must have found it pretty quick.
No, I think he's just gonna go for it. You see where he's cueing. His backhand is really on the back end butt of his stick. And he hit it great. I mean,
Yeah. Yes,
perfect.
Yeah. So he knew that he was stretching and it wasn't an easy safe. So why go all the way down here when you can just stop here, you know? Now Bob has a 1 rail kick. You might as well call the ball. It's got probably a couple ways you can make it off the 9. Rail first, hit it perfect.
Nice shot.
Hit that perfect, except for he would have liked it to land here, but
Well, he's got himself a combo.
yeah, it doesn't lay too bad either.
And he hit it at a nice speed. He
Yeah,
controlled both
sure
balls.
did. Now he's in business here. Look at this. He's got the 2, he's got the 3, he's got the 5, and he's got plenty of options for the 5. The 6 is going to be the key. The key balls are going to be the 6. And this already started leading to some problems.
Yeah, he wanted to be off that rail, but now he's going to have to just, I guess,
roll forward.
roll
right?
forward slowly. And
You know what's nice about forward is if you fall on the high side and you shoot the 5, it naturally brings you down to the 6.
Right.
Or he felt perfect. Well, no, the 6 I don't believe.
I think he's got to draw it.
Is it pass?
I think he's got angle coming towards the bottom of the table, but it's not much. So
think
he might even
I
have to
think
hit the left-hand rail.
Okay, yeah, that's where he would have liked probably more angle though, right?
Oh, for
it's
sure.
Deceiving.
I think he's going to hit the left-hand rail with draw.
I thought he was like straight in.
Oh, no,
perfect.
good stun.
Very good. Now this one you're gonna have to pocket with some high left, because you need to drive to the rail and have the left bite out for the 8. You know. I mean, you could use just high, but then you might be a little too close to your work. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
So he
really close
he
to his
used
work.
right hand English. I think he was playing down here for the 8 in the side, and I'll tell you,
This is cuttable in the side, but it's one where I think if I'm Dave Sheehan, I kind of want a ref to look at.
I think he's shooting away at it.
Is he shooting away enough, you think?
But, you know, this is going to get real tough because there's a potential scratch in the corner. He might have to use draw to try to get out of the scratch, which is going to kill your momentum to try to really get the cue ball out for the cut in the 9.
You thinking about just clipping the right-hand side and playing a safe up table? You know, get the 8 on to the 10, go up table.
The problem is there's a potential corner up there. Wow, how good he
hit
hit
it
that.
great. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wow,
Oh boy.
that was really cold because he hit that ball really well.
He hit it perfectly. And, you know, how much of that is the new cloth, right? And the way that it bites off that first rail. Tough roll for Bob Lakis. Now, I fully expect Dave to take advantage of this and tie it up 2-2. And that's a good speed. He's almost a stop shot in.
Yeah, that's perfect. So, looks like Dave's going to tie it up 2-2. And this is, G-Force would like to really win this set here because they lost the first 3 and you can't just trade points from here. You're going to have to hit them with a package of points, you know?
Yep.
So Bob to break, 2-2. I think they.
Yeah, I picked up a couple.
It's 2-2, right? They slept.
2-2. That's right.
They
Yep.
slept the score out there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they didn't put it up on the board.
I'm sure they'll catch it very, very soon. If not, I'll go out there and remind them.
Now, unfortunately for Bob, he did pocket a couple balls, but he doesn't have a look at the 2. 6 balls in the way. Probably gonna call a push out here. Where would I want to push out if I'm pushing out? I might push out the 8 in front of the 7-10. But you've got to make sure you can see the 2. Right, so, looks like he's going to push the 6 in front of the 2. And that's fine, too. You're not leaving anything easy.
So, is Dave going to try to come off and come here and leave the 2 here? I don't know if the lay's good enough. I think it leaks out if he shoots it.
Oh, he's looking at the other side of the ball. You thinking carom 4?
I don't think so. I don't think Dave's
that's
that
not his
aggressive.
style. Yeah.
He might be looking at. I don't know.
Oh, maybe he's trying to put off the bank, put the 2 behind the 9.
Oh yeah.
That would be a nice little save.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Did he get there?
Uh-oh.
Did he get there? Just hit it a little bit short, but that was a nice idea. I like that.
And I don't think he gave up a shot in the side, so.
Now he's going to get popped with that very same safe around the 9 ball. I just want to, slow bank it off the rail, right? And then keep the cue ball on the rail, and the 2 ball should be in between that 9-8 gap. Oh, no. Yeah, that should be ball in hand, unfortunately, for Bob. He wanted to catch it on the way in, and he only caught it on the way out. So now it's all there for Dave. The 7 goes. Everything goes here. And there's no real hard transition. Now, the 8 in the side is probably going to be the toughest shot he's going to have. Unless he chooses to shoot in the top right corner. But I'm guessing he's going to shoot it in the side off the 7. So this is all there for him. take a commanding 3-2 lead. And boy, G-Force really needs Bob to win this set. Dave's probably just going to come off the left-hand rail, one rail and out. Make both the 3 and the 4 in the same pocket. And that's looking pretty good. Even though he's on the rail, he's just going to slow roll it in. He'll have some angle for the 6. And all of that's looking good. And it looks like we had a score correction, so they've got a 2-2 on the board. That's great. Same question here. Drawing it back one rail, or are you going forward 2?
Here I'm probably drawn.
Yeah.
And I really don't like this shot. I don't know. I'm just not good at this shot, even though it's so simple looking and routine.
Sure.
But I think it's the right move here.
And he came out enough. This is nice.
Yeah, nice cut. Fly it off. 8 in the side.
Now he's going to have to slow roll this if he wants that 8 in the side.
Yeah.
Because it's got a lot of angle, but
he's all right.
Should be okay.
Even if you were to fall like here, you just cut the 8, come off for the 9 in the corner. Now, even if you get this steep, you can go 3 rails. The cue ball. You can either try to come this way, or you could even come real short like that, but I don't like that. That's just no
good. The key for him on this one for me is don't hit the 10 and don't end up in the top left corner.
Could he do one of these with inside?
Yeah, with inside. That's what I would be tempted to do.
But new cloth inside doesn't catch so well.
Doesn't grab. Yeah.
I think if I'm him, I'm just 3 railing it by what I'm seeing here at least.
Yep.
I mean, if he can really slow roll it with inside and kill the.
Oh yeah, okay. He just called the bank.
Yeah.
All right, the bank will put the cue ball in the proper position. He must be on the bank line.
Ooh. And if that goes in, even if it hangs, it was trouble. So now, Bob, I mean, you just make the 9. It's not easy, but you just make the 9.
Back cut adds a little testiness to it.
Yeah, I don't see any scratches. Unless he was to really juice it up with low right and draw it in the side. I think, this is just a little low, maybe a little right. And just pocket the 9. Pocket should play big. Even if you were to hit here, it might slap in.
If I'm Bob, I'd call my extension here. You know the 10's in. So the 9 is all that this thing's about. You know what? The buzzer went off. So the 10-second hit as he was stroking. He heard the buzzer in his ear. That's why it looked so goofy, guys. That's what I was worried about for Bob. That's why I think he needed the extension. That buzzer goes off at 10 seconds. And if you go back to the video, that's exactly when it went off.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you.
And how often do we play on a clock, right? So folks aren't used to this, and
there is a 1 in 100 scratch in the side you have to guard, not necessarily guard against, but be a little. Yeah, he did.
He
with
put
inside.
the inside. Yep.
I mean, there was also one in the corner, obviously, so that's why the inside was the move.
Unfortunate break for Bob to have the buzzer go off right as you're stroking. Nice pickup by Dave.
And Dave taking the lead 3-2. All right, Dave leading 3-2 with the break.
All right, keep an eye on the 9 ball and the 7 ball. See if those go in the side pocket. Oh, 7 was prevented by the 2 ball. All right, so he came up dry.
No shot.
No shot for Bob.
I would expect a push coming up here.
Yeah, where are you pushing to here?
There's not too many safe places here, I'll tell you.
You just pushing off the 4 and going up table?
I mean, like something like that?
Something
or?
like that, you know?
The issue with that is Dave thins the ones.
And the
then
safe
get
behind
on
the Great Wall of
table.
China there, yeah. The 5-2-7.
I might just, for me at least, I might just push to here and play for a jump.
He swung at it.
And he knew he was going to be in trouble
Yep.
if he pushed, so. They're talking about
Oh,
something.
what's happened? We've missed something, folks, in the booth. We don't know what.
And I think it was negative for Dave because he didn't. I'm sorry, for Bob because he didn't look too thrilled. What could it possibly be?
But he hasn't taken ball in hand, so
Yeah,
it
he
couldn't
didn't
have been anything interesting. You know, it might have just
maybe
been a question whether or not he pushed or whether he played.
Or it might have been.
Did you call it in?
The score said 2-1, but just so you know, it's 3-2. I don't know.
I think the question was, did you just call that ball in and am I giving it back, or did you call safe and am I keeping it?
Right.
And that goes back to the called shot, called safe, folks, for how we play 10 ball and bar box. It's not tournament style, it's bar box style. Great kick. Great kick by Bob.
With position?
With position, he can get underneath that 3 for the side. Yeah, that must have been the argument. Or not argument, but the discussion anyway. Was whether or not it was called in.
Bob came out just about perfect on this 3 ball.
The only thing I'm watchful about on this shot is I don't want to stop shot it and sit on top of the 6.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. And the problem with it, well, yeah, let's.
Even if you could just bump it a little, just get it off of you. He bumped it. Yep.
Yeah, but
that'll play.
This is bad now.
Still bridged over it, but
yeah, but this is no good.
I'm going forward. I think. Oh, okay. He's gonna try to.
Well, you know what? He's not as jacked up over the 6 as I thought. So if he's straight and he can just stop shot this for a 5 in the side, he's okay. I thought he was gonna be more jacked up over the 6.
Oh, he hit the 6.
It's okay. It's option. Own an option.
He didn't do what Dan did, and of course Dave chose to leave it there. That's smart.
Yeah,
it went forward.
Makes it harder now, and he's more apt to hit it again now.
What a smart play by Dave.
He stunned forward accidentally. And I don't think he's got the 5 anymore. He's gonna probably come off the bottom side of the 5 and try to do one of these.
So Bob is kind of on the aggressive side a little bit.
Cross side?
I think he's going to cross side. Oh, well, actually, I think he's going to go underneath side. You know, bank first, rail first.
Cross side, Clyde.
Well, rail first side. So that way, that's what I'm thinking.
Risky?
Yeah, and it looks like that's what he's queuing. Oh no!
No, he went with the safe.
Play with the safe, and that's not bad.
No, it's yeah. That ball is
as good as you can ask for.
Yeah, it's no hanger. I'll tell you that. And that 7's in play too, because if the cue ball comes over and hits the back of the 7, it heads this way. And if it hits the bottom side of the 7, it could head this way. This is tough. This is tough. Yeah, I think he needed to go up table to avoid the 7 and then just take a long shot on the 6. I think that was the right decision. And Bob with a chance here to run out and knot it up. It's not easy, but a good opening shot. Cue ball should come off the rail, provide a good look at the 6.
The one thing to be careful for Bob here, nice shot on the 5, is that the 7 only goes in the top right. It doesn't go in the top left, I don't believe.
I think it might pass on the top left, but with you know, you don't want to shoot it there because it might not be a full pocket. So it looks like he's got a good line to come over for the 7 in the corner, right?
Yep. And then just stay where you are on the 7 if you can.
And even if he's straighter than we think, he can come straight back.
Oh, I like that. He chose the side pocket. I like that.
Look at this. That was.
He got good.
He got great.
I really like that choice. What a stroke.
Yeah, you just come forward a little bit. You get the 8. I like drawing out 2 rails out of the corner from there.
Nice angle.
Yeah.
On these, I kind of like. I like putting the inside a little bit and just go one rail. Yeah.
I don't want to end up straight.
I know, folks like 2 rails back, but oh boy.
Just don't get on the rail. He's okay. Now here's where new cloth can get you. Normally I would like this high right.
Yeah.
And just come around, but that right doesn't
grab.
catch it. Almost. I did this and scratched in the corner the other night.
He took his medicine.
Sure did. This
Took
is
his medicine. He just said, "I'm gonna put it in, pocket it, and I trust myself to make this long shot."
Yeah, it was tough. It was no hanger. Now, is he going to give up a good look?
Now, if you're Dave, you can't get this back.
This is a good look for Dave. There is a
good enough to fire at it.
1 in 100 here, 1 in 50-ish here.
He might be putting outside English on it anyway.
1 in 50-ish here, 1 in 200 here.
Did everybody get those odds down?
There's a lot of ways to scratch. Oh,
and he overcut it,
and
that's dead in.
That's big, and
what a turning point.
Yeah, but Bob's confidence just took a blow, not getting out, and now it's instantly forgotten about.
Right,
as
you let him off the hook.
As long as nothing crazy happens here, he's gonna forget about that mistake in about 4 seconds.
And that happened because Dave put that spin on it and threw it out of the pocket essentially.
Right. All right, so 3-3 with Bob to break.
Big set here, man.
And
This
he
is
made
big,
both
side pocket balls
with a great. That is a textbook 10-ball break. He made both balls behind the one in the sides. The one went right up to the corner that it's supposed to go to, and he made a 4-railer.
And honestly, there's not much stopping him. Now the one it's got a little bit of a steep cut to it, but if he goes 1 to the 2 properly, he's out.
Well, 1 to the 2.
I mean, this is the shot of the rack for me.
The 7 can be a little weird, depending on where you are in the 6. And now things are
okay. He ran into it. Okay.
Does the 2-6 still play? I don't know.
I don't think so.
You can get away with some spin.
Safety city, I think. I want to get my cue ball around that 10.
Nice, no. 2 ball?
Right.
Cue ball?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Cue ball right around that 10.
Oh, look at this.
Did he get there?
Oh, he didn't. See, I like playing it softer there and just leaving them
off like 6.
Yeah.
Play the 6. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe I might be wrong on that one. I tell you, I might be wrong. I just feel like you have a higher chance of leaving something on this side or this side playing the shot he played,
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's also using the fact that, I want to get some distance there, too. It's the old Neil Spy-in type.
And Dave does jump well, so I guess if you left this, he could jump
straight in. Yeah.
If I'm playing Deshane, I'm playing the shot he just played.
Right. You can't leave the jump.
Yeah. The
first time, Moritz, my God.
First time I ever played Deshane, and I knew who he was and how great he was, but I played safe 3 times where I left him, 4 inches, 3 inches?
Yeah, something like that.
I left him about 3-4 inches gap, and he jumped, made the ball, and ran out all 3 times. And I was like, I mean, really? I got to freeze the guy?
Right.
Like, what the heck is going on here?
Turns out when you're an 800 Fargo, you're pretty good.
Yeah, he very entertaining player to watch.
Not very entertaining is one word, but I had a couple other words.
Not fun to play, but fun to watch.
I don't like the gamesmanship. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, this looks like it might be a nice save here. And that 8-ball takes away the jump.
And maybe the 7.
Yeah, maybe you jump into the rail. Do you jump into the rail and bank?
Or
are you just trying to kick it underneath?
He might have a window to go in between the 7. I don't think so, but he might have a window to go in between the 9-7 with some spin and get down to it. He could go top rail, and I'm going ball first, because if you go rail first, you might scratch off the back of the 2.
Good hit.
He had the window right between the 9-7.
Yep. Good hit. And he might have got him.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
I don't think so. Don't think so.
Can he pocket that?
I think Dave's going to be able to pocket it. I think he's going to use some high right.
Uh-oh. I think I just saw
Body
Dave say
language?
damn.
You saw some body language?
Dave just said the word damn. So
you picked up a tell?
I think
he's going to jump.
I think he told everybody,
he's
oh,
gonna
look at this.
Jump the edge, and I think he's going to make it. But the cue ball is going to be a little loose here.
Keeping it on the table, on the 7-foot table, man, this is so tough.
If you only have to jump an edge, which he does, he'll be fine. You see what I'm saying?
Nice
like when
jump.
it's just, look at this.
Oh, my word. Don't touch it, Dave. Uh-oh.
Foul.
Now,
He touched
yeah,
it. Foul. In the pro circuit, I think that's a foul.
Yeah, you shouldn't even reach for it.
Yeah, nothing good.
Don't
can
even
happen.
leave any doubt, I think Dave knows that, and he's going to learn his lesson. He won't do that again.
You could see he looked reluctant.
Right.
Of why did I put my hand in the
Right,
pocket?
right.
You know?
We all have that instinct, like, oh, let me get this ball for you, but just let's let it go.
Lock up safe on the 7.
Yep.
Yep. What a
real
swing,
good.
huh? Ball in hand to a lock up safe on the 7.
Right.
That was a big swing. Good move, Dave. Good move, Dave. Right at the right time.
It's a game of millimeters, man. You know that. It's a game of millimeters, and it swings so fast.
So if Bob starts looking this way, I think he's got a real juicy 3-rail kick. It's a big ball.
Even if he wants to go the 2-rail that way, if it's easier for him to measure.
Now, I think it's a bigger ball going 3, but I think it's more predictable going
Right,
3
that's what I
as
mean.
well.
Oh, you think it's more predictable 3?
Yeah.
I think it's
do.
more predictable 2 just because I can measure it. Yeah. Oh,
So
he
you
missed
went
it.
2 on whiff.
Yeah, he just swung at it.
The benefit of going 2 is you might have hit it like this.
And kick it up table.
Down table
Yeah.
type of deal.
And it should be noted that Bob he only had 3 or 4 seconds left in the shot clock, so that's
Right.
why he fired.
Right. So turn the tide there, and Dave with ball in hand, good chance to run out, get on the hill first.
Good. Folks in the chat, we hope you're enjoying what you're hearing and what you're seeing. Make sure you're liking and sharing and even commenting. Let us know what you're thinking. What a big rack this is going to be. You're 3-3. It's a race to 2. And G-Force needs this.
Yeah, huge point. Huge point here. 4-1 or 3-2 is...
What a swing, right?
Yeah. And then with one more match to go, at best you're looking at 4-2, which is okay. But
Right.
5-1 is that's a bad night of sleep there, let me tell you.
That's right. He looks pretty straight.
Yeah, this is not ideal, and with the new cloth, you can see this draw really take off on you.
Do you just stop shot it, take your medicine, or you try? Yeah, right.
No,
You got to come back.
I'm coming back. Hit it perfect.
He hit it great. Look at that. I know he's right-handed and he's gonna have to stretch a little bit, but that ain't bad.
It's fine. Oh yeah, you're right. More stretch than I thought.
Yeah, it's the old right-handed curse. I don't know. I see those things better.
And Dave reaches the hill first, 4-3 lead.
All right.
So Dave to break.
6 misses the side. 7 doesn't have the mustard, and this thing looks dry.
Yeah, dry break. Bob with a great opening look. 1, 2, 3 on the side.
The 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. That's the cluster, right? So
yeah. If you can get to the 5, you're in great shape. But the 5 is going to be a little tricky. It's a race to the 5 ball. As far as if you get straight in on the 5 ball somewhere, it's
And that's one of the things that I'll say about for folks that aren't used to playing bar box. If you only play 9-footers, right? And you think, oh well, it's a 7-footer. How tough could it be? 10 ball is that game where I feel like there's just enough clutter that it makes everything harder on a 7-footer. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Less surface area. It's tough to move around.
Especially with call shot. Now he's looking. Is that the 310? Is he eyeing the 310 combo?
I think he might have to.
Yeah, he fired it. You can't blame him. You can't blame him.
All right, well, now Dave with looks like he can cut that 3 in, bottom right corner. And might be able to cross over for the 4 in the top right. I don't know if he can hold it. Or if he can't, he could go. That's what he's looking at. If he can't hold it, he could opt to go back and forth for the 4 next in the corner.
That's the sort of thing that I like to do. I just want to let the stroke out.
Yeah,
I don't want to try to baby something in a pressure situation.
And I'll tell you what, too, if you were to fall kind of weird over here, that 4 might go in. I don't think it does, but it might.
But the 7 surely will.
Yeah, you might be able to play the 4, 5, 7 or something. Yeah, that's what he opted for.
Yeah, just let it out.
He overrolled it a little bit, but no problem, because now if you make it, you go into the 6.
Yep.
Hopefully the 6 goes in, and then you have a straight in 5, 7 type of deal and close out. But this is a tough shot. This is the tester, and he knows it.
Back cuts are always a little bit harder than folks give them credit for.
And some slightly funny things could happen. I mean, the 6 could do one of these and come behind the 10 and kind of lock up funny, but it'd be pretty unlucky. But this is big. I think it went in.
Okay, so he went forward. So he's looking carom 7, or is he going to try to cut the 5 down? I'd be tempted to play carom 7. He's got so much angle here. You know what I mean?
You got to be careful here because sometimes the cue ball follows through that ball and scratches. I don't like this. I'll tell you. And how do you go in just on the 5?
So he's going to have to draw out of it if he goes in only into the 5.
Yeah. And that might not be good because if you come and hit the high side of the 7, your cue ball might take off up table.
You're going for a ride.
You might end up like tree-topped over the 8.
He called his extension. Smart move by Dave. This one's going to require some thought. Okay, he is pointing the 7, so he's going to play this carom 7.
I might go clean.
From where he's at, though?
Oh, he's caroming. I see. Yeah.
Carom 7. And I'd want to do it hitting the top side of the 7, so I'm going towards the 8 a bit. I don't want to scratch. He did that well. Went straight into the 8. That's as good as you can hope for.
I think he's got a back cut. I don't know.
I think he's got a corner cut.
Well, it definitely has
with
a corner.
Top spin, and then where you lay for the 6 corners, where you lay for the 6th corner.
Was he lining up? Yeah, he's back cutting.
That is steep. Well, you know what? Maybe even throw some inside on it. Bend into it.
Yeah,
you want to fool around with it, huh?
Yeah, I don't know because that 6-10 might go if you go 3 rails up table.
For sure, it does. Yeah. Wow, what a shot!
Yeah, he might just play the 10 here.
I would play the 10 for sure.
Like that, boom, back cuts the 10.
At this point, it's the 10 ball all day. Yeah. It's for the win.
Yeah, and I think he's a favorite to make it too. I'll tell you.
Yep.
It looks like he's just got to basically cut the 6 to about here, and that back cuts the 10 to about here.
Yeah.
Oh, it must lay pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it looks good on the screen anyway.
There is a potential 2-rail scratch in the corner, but he's using drawn out of the
just
scratch.
to make sure he doesn't scratch in the top left.
And just
Great
like that,
shot.
Dave Sheehan closes out 5-3 and puts Natural Born Killers up to a 4-1 lead.
Wow.
And we'll be back with you for the next match in about 10 minutes. The next match is Dave Sheehan going right back out with Kevin Bourn, and they're going to be playing 10 ball against Ben Parker and Eric Sikowski. See you in 10. All right, guys, final match of the day. We have Dave Sheehan and Kevin Bourn for Natural Born Killers. And for G-Force, we have Ben Parker and Eric Sikowski. And G-Force got to stop the bleed in here. They do not want to go into day 2 down 5-1. That is really tough.
Yeah, this is a critical point, like you just mentioned, and it's on the back of both Eric and Ben. And let's see how they come out and deal with the pressure. Now, Kevin and Dave, they're probably feeling like they're skiing downhill, man. They're gonna probably be loose.
And I'll tell you, this is Eric's first time on the table today, besides the team match.
Right, sure. So he's had one rack apparently.
Yeah, right. Ben
had his 8-ball.
Yeah,
right?
Ben won and got them their Ben won that. No, Pete came back. That's right.
Pete came back. Yep.
So, but Ben played good. Pete just played better. And Dave just came off the table, and he's paired up with
the captain,
El Capitan. So this is gonna be a tough match for Ben
Eric and Ben.
Yeah.
Sure. And but that's, as they say, this is why we play the games, right?
I feel like this is gonna hinge a lot on how Eric plays, and he's been playing very well lately. Yeah. But like we said, coming up, in this really tough situation without, playing earlier, it's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah.
He's got his hands full for sure.
Right, you're cold, and as you know, it's hard to get into a rhythm in doubles.
Yeah,
right?
It sure is.
You're up once every 4 shots, or you're up once every 2 shots.
And Dave and Kevin, we all gamble and play a lot together,
sure.
So they're a lot more familiar with just how each other talks and plays and moves
and they practice together too. They'll practice at Kevin's house.
Right. So I'm not sure how much Ben and Eric have. They've probably never played much together besides maybe a league or something here or there.
If they had, it's maybe it's certainly less than a handful, I would think.
Right. So yeah, a lot of advantages in my opinion, at least for Natural Born Killers here. But race to 5 alternate break. I mean, anything can happen.
And how different 4-2 is going to look from 5-1. So, Eric and Ben, if they can get this first rack, get some good feelings going, get some momentum going, and see what they can put together. I don't know if Dave called safe on that. If he did, he came out good. Hard to tell if he was kicking for the corner or not. He got so close to it. Well, it must have been a save because Eric's staring at it. Looks like he might masse.
If he can't,
I like coming underneath it, right? Yeah,
It appears he has a kick at the bottom rail.
With some spin.
Maybe with some right-hand English.
Yeah.
He's going up and down.
Okay, so he's going for the pocket.
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't have a good look at the 2, and it's a tougher kick.
No idea if he caught it or not.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
Well, we know now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the bottom rail kick was better there, but he might not have had enough to spin into it.
All right, so Ben and Eric on 1. I'm expecting that Kevin might. Well, Dave will be the one that plays it. Might play a safe on the 2. No, he got there good. Ish, maybe. I thought he might be tempted to play it through the 3-8 gap and play a safe. I wonder. And I think that's what they're talking about. I think Dave's trying to talk him into a safe around the 6-4. Put the cue ball north of it, put the 2 ball south of it.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what he just pointed at. The north-south. He's just got to feather through that 3-8 gap, and he'll be okay.
He might just put him on the 8.
And that's okay. That's all right. Leaked a little bit, yeah.
So if I'm Ben, I like a nice little stop shot, 3-railer, send the 2 up there. You might be able to drag the cue ball like over here. So this is going to work too. It looks like, it fell short.
Wow.
I thought he was going to get there. So Kev with probably a stop shot here for the 3 on the side next.
I think he might have some angle carrying him towards the 8. If he does, he can come off the rail. Nope.
Yeah,
he's
so
fine.
They're great here. Now he pocketed the 3. Looks like he's got a line to draw back for the 4. He pocketed the 4.
So long as he gets good on the 4, they're looking out.
He's moving quick, so I think he's got the proper line, the proper angle, I should say. Yeah, and that's nice too, because now when you pocket the 4, you can use the rail, come out. He might even be able to spin this way and back, but I think just going for the 5 in the top left is better. Might have missed it. He did.
Oh, wow. And they might give it back. Would you give it back? I hate giving him back when it's in the mouth.
I agree, but for them, what's nice is if they kick this way, it's got a very high chance of scratching. Eric might have been going for the jump cue. Oh, no, he gave it back, and Dave might be jumping. The kick is really tough here. I don't like the kick. And had the 9 not have been there, you could try to go rail first.
Yes.
To avoid it, but with the 9 there, it kind of takes that away from you.
And even if you slow roll it in, you're behind the 8 for the 5. So
there could maybe be a kick like this, but I don't know. That's 6 ball. You'd have to maybe use some spin or something, and
so the shot clock has stopped, and there's some discussion going on.
Yeah.
I think what they're talking about is whose turn it is.
Yeah, that tends to
happen. If you give it back, who gets it? That must be the reason why the shot clock has stopped.
I think Dave just wants to think about the shot, so
right.
Another Dave move. Just kidding, Dave. Just kidding, buddy.
Oh, man.
So
all right, so then it sounds like because Kevin took the shot.
So it's going back to Ben.
Going back to Ben.
The original shooter.
Right.
Which I think is how they usually do it with pushes, where if I push and you give it back, I'm the one that comes back to the table. So I can execute my plan of the push. So I personally like it like that. Oh.
Wait, what's happened?
I don't know what just happened there.
What has happened? Oh, did the clock expire?
A potential shot clock violation?
You know, maybe. Oh my God! Maybe that's what happened. Maybe the shot clock expired.
So Ben did not get Eric where he wanted there.
That's it. That was the weirdest thing I've seen, because if you just got ball in hand, are you going to 2-stroke like that?
Yeah, I think he took that one for granted, because this is a very bad spot to be in for the 5 ball here.
Well, we'll find out what happened once we leave the booth, but strange.
I mean, all I really see is slamming it in the corner and trying to really force out.
I don't think a draw to come off before the 10, but yeah.
Oh, actually, that would have worked. I didn't think he could get to the top row. So Kev with a good look on the side. Gonna have to come up with something for the 6, though. He could play
underneath it.
Yeah, come underneath and maybe even play for the 6 in the top right. But
yep.
Oh, look at that! Oh, the 8 ball foiling the plan, though.
That was a nice idea. I like the creativity there.
Yeah, that would have been perfect if the 8 didn't block the 6 here. Dave could go in on the combo, but I don't know.
You know what? I think why not? The 6 is probably going to stick around. Now you just don't want the cue ball behind the 7, right?
Yeah, you could even play to go into the 7 if you wanted to.
Right. Shot clock winding down. The warning buzzer just went off, so yeah, he was rushed. I would have taken the extension there.
This is no hang or leave, though, with the 8 being kind of on the high side of the pocket.
Yep.
He might even have to play the carom, but that doesn't even lay great either. Because then you got to worry about how the 6 and the 9 are going to come out.
I think he's better off with the carom. Because the 6 is going to kick off the 9 to our left.
Yeah.
But you've got to hit it on the high side of the 8. You don't want to follow it in.
I think I'm just playing all combo pretty firm and letting the cue ball kind of go up and down. He played.
Oh boy.
That.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's rough.
Talk about bad luck, man.
Yeah, that's rough.
Because that 6 had plenty of speed. It was going to come around. He was going to get a look at it. But for the fact that he sank it. All right, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Eric called the pocket. So he's just gonna try to jump in the side. Yeah, I was just taking a flyer. Tough break for their team. At that point, you're just trying to make a hit. Now, do I have the score wrong? I thought Dave and Kevin were up 1. Is it 0-0? Am I having a stroke?
I thought it was 0-0. Chat. It's just the first. I can rewind on my phone.
Okay.
I forgot. But I
maybe it is the
that
first
was the
rack.
first rack.
Maybe it is the first rack. I don't know why I thought that was the second rack. You must be right because
this is a super long rack, 11-minute rack.
Right, you must be right because the team of Kevin and Dave who lost the lag are now breaking, so it's got to be 1-0. That was just a really, really long rack.
Yeah.
All right, Mark Almeida, thank you. 0-0, good call. Good call. I'm just suffering a senior moment apparently. That's why I told Pete he's got to invest in an espresso machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
make sure that I'm ready to go. Yeah. I got to be on my toes.
I'm down for it. It's got to be one of those real ones, though.
Yeah, the nice ones. Yeah, I don't want the fake, like, yeah.
Frappuccino.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for those too, but
right, but
let's do it right here.
Yeah, I don't need liquid diabetes. Just give me the good stuff. You know what I mean?
They say a lot of Italian coffee's like real strong.
Oh yeah, but it's nice. I like it when you grow up with it. I just eat the beans out of the hopper.
Oh yeah.
So
they say, what is it? I forgot. There's another country with like super strong coffee too. It's probably like South America or something.
Might even be this Southeast Asian, like Indonesian.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't mess around either. Sumatra or whatever it is. Yeah.
They got some. I don't know. It's...
So I think he's going to go off the rail here to try to pick up the 1, which I like. Be aggressive on this one. Oh, man, he hit it too thick.
He's going to give up a look here. So, did the 2 pass the 6?
Are you playing for the 210?
No.
No chance, right?
No. Not if the 2 passes a 6, no chance.
I don't think it does. I based on my look, I don't think it does.
So he's looking at maybe 210, but how do you get there? You'd have to probably draw.
Yeah, I'm thinking 1 rail around the 9.
Oh,
right.
The angle.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
See, I thought with that angle, you go like this with low right if the 2 passes, because you have a chance to run out.
It's always funny for our angles in the booth because I can never tell if one ball passes another. I don't have the overhead.
There could be a carom on the 10. He didn't play it. You saw it though. If he hit
if he
a little fuller.
Yep. Now it should be safety city, I would think.
Yeah, I like Kev putting him on the 6 here.
It's a nice shot.
Yeah, he overruled it, but the 3-8 is back up.
Jumpable. So I don't know if Eric is comfortable with this jump because it's a little bit deeper into the table. Second diamond almost. I think he's looking for what? Okay. Maybe just his chalk. All right, we're going to the air. Did he jump over it?
Yeah, I think he did.
He jumped over the hole.
Take another look, I think, yeah.
He jumped over everything. Wow. Tough break, man.
You know, the 8 ball ended up a little funny, though.
It did. It did. I'd be eyeing a safe there, you know, if I can't get good on it. Because it's going to be 6 to the 8. You could go pro side, but we're going to find out the answer to whether or not that 3 goes by the 6. Yeah, they're playing for the side, so. Nice angle. Play the 4 on the opposite side, or is he going to pull it back for the corner? Yeah, pull it back for the corner. Looking good.
Heath says, really propelled that one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's what happens when you have these good jump cues, man. They jump over everything. You know, you need a junky one like I've got. You know, I can barely get over a ball and a half.
I'm struggling jumping quite a bit lately.
Yeah.
The close ones.
I'll tell you, somebody that really is good at the dart jump is Vadim Brown.
Yeah. Last week he made
man.
first 3 in a row dart jumping with position, and then
Right.
the next 2 he made very good hits.
He just has a knack for it.
All right, so this is where things are going to get a little tricky here. He might have to go forward with high and go like 2 rails and really try to get up table.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, and it just died.
Yeah, I think he had a little angle going the wrong way, which really hurt the momentum of the cue ball. So now they're going to have a little powwow and talk about how to play safe here. Dave plays in one pocket. If he really wanted to, he could try to bank this, but there's a looming kiss, double kiss. Yeah, he's looking at just playing safe, probably thinning it and bringing the cue ball down center table or deeper and just leave the 8 center rail at the top of the table.
Yep.
And Dave usually hits shots like this very well.
Well, that's that experience, that one pocket experience.
Yeah. Hit that very well.
If I'm Ben, I'm probably trying to fire back with a safe behind the 9.
Yeah.
Do you like going 2 rails behind it to try to lay up on the 9, or do you try to
from this angle? I might just bank the 8 back to where the cue ball is, and which will not get you behind the 9. Because when you do stuff like this, he got it. Great shot.
Nice shot.
He got it.
Nice
I don't like
shot.
that slow roll though, because I don't like trusting. No, it's not these tables. I don't like to trust any table.
Yeah, I know what you
So
mean.
if I just bank that 8 straight back down, like he's not stitched, but he's got no shot.
Right.
And he's got no easy safe.
Just
and I don't have
contain
to
him.
trust the table.
Right, exactly.
But he hit that. He trusted the table, and it paid off because he hit that very well. Kev's gonna have to kick top rail, 1 rail. I would call this in the side. So what you see happen here is you kick top rail, and you want it to go like this. But if it goes in, you call the side, because if it goes in, he hit it a little thin. But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. The question now is, did he call safe or did he call in?
Lucas actually I think he was playing Guama one night, and that exact shot came
And he got
up. He called it in the side, made it, and ran out. And if I'm really not mistaken, he was on the hill, or at worst, pre-hill, in like a race to 21 for big money.
Now, to be fair, when he's playing 10 ball, he's playing only called shot, right?
Yeah, correct.
So he can free roll. I mean, he can.
Oh,
Look at this shot. Eric Sikowski, big time shot.
Jeez, he hit that really good.
Now, if I'm Ben, I just want to make the 9. You're going to have a look at the 10.
Just roll it in.
Natural look at the 10.
Yep, good shot.
Trust your partner.
Yep. Yeah, that's where guys try to get you cute and try to get you perfect. Where it's like, dude, 4 feet or 7 or 5 feet, it's the same thing. Just leave
Same
me
shot.
straight. All right, so just like that, they get out and tie it up 1-1.
All right, so Ben picks up the ball. Kind of unfortunate that the ball that he picked up was the 10 ball. It was a hanger in the corner. They could have picked up a free one, but it's the only thing he made. The 8-10 looks a little goofy. I wonder if, well, I think the 4 ball might be a breakup shot later on in the rack. Nice stroke by Eric to get down for the 2. Oh boy, that keeps rolling, doesn't it?
He could maybe pocket the 2 and try to even go into these now, because you end up with a good look at the 3.
Right.
Trying to break it up with the 4 is really tough, because you got to be like there.
Right.
I mean, it's tough.
Right.
But it's ballsy shot to do what I recommended. It's not.
Yeah, so they don't want a lot of angle, and you're just going to, rope it off of that right hand rail. First you got to get there.
Looks like he gets stun over. But, I mean, you just have to get so... Even that's too steep. He's got to fall shorter than that, I think.
Yeah, this might be a touch too steep, right?
I mean, I don't know. He might be able... If you a bunch of low right, and you purposely drive the ball into the rail here so you can hit it fatter so that the draw takes,
honestly,
he might have a chance.
If he didn't get there for the 4, get it there with the 5.
I think he could do it. Okay, he didn't.
Yeah, so now use the 5. Yeah, and I think that's what Eric and he discussed.
No insurance now is the problem.
Right.
It's very easy to get stuck behind the 8, 9, 10 playing for the 6 now.
Yeah, now you got to hit it with speed. Okay, you didn't get the breakup.
All right, so audible.
Safe.
It'd be nice. Well, if he can make the 6 and leave the cue ball up here, he could pocket the 7 thin and go straight up into the 8, 9.
I think he's going to try to back cut it to the left. I don't like that. I think it's too aggressive, knowing what problem is awaiting you on the 8.
If the 6 doesn't pass the 7 and you can't play the route we were talking about,
I'm playing a safe route.
Just bank the 6 up to that cluster and put the cue ball bottom around.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're probably going to have to use their extension, and they did, yep.
He could even bank it like this and try to have the cue ball come down and use the 10. I don't like it, though, because I don't want to leave it in front of the side.
But that's okay, because you're not selling out. The 8 ball still has no friend. I mean, don't leave it above the side, where they can kick and break the 8. There's no danger here.
Well,
I mean,
it depends how it lays. Have the 6 went here, you could jump at it and break them up and maybe get a look at the 7. Goofy things happen when you jump. Sometimes, even though the angle looks like it's going up table, you could jump the 6 and the cue ball darts forward because it's jumping forward, Goofy things happen jumping. Is he kicking? He's kicking.
Nice kick.
He's going to give up a look.
And again, I don't think he's bothered very much.
Remember, though, this 7 can be a pretty good breakup ball.
Yeah, you just got to land it right.
Yeah. He could really just come to here if he wants. Or draw back to like here. He went all the way down. See, this I don't like. It's too straight.
I think if he's doing that, they're eyeballing a safety on the 8.
Yeah.
So maybe rolling up on it, putting the 8 onto the rail and then sitting on the 9. Something like that.
Oh, look at that. How good did he hit that?
Ben Parker.
How good did he hit that? He didn't give up a good look, but he really hit that really well. It's very hard to control the cue ball's path when you have to hit it that hard, kind of stunning with center ball. Little bit of English any which way, and you're off by a mile.
If I'm Eric and I'm uncomfortable with the back cut, I'm playing it safe, trying to get my cue ball down table.
Yeah, well, yeah, I like... Oh, he's going to bank it in the side.
Oh, is he? Okay.
You can also... People don't play these enough, where you just bank it like this, and you just leave the cue ball up table. Wants it to slow down. The only thing I don't like about that shot is, okay, you make it, now what? On the 9.
Right.
Now what do you do?
Still got a tough cut.
Yeah. If I'm banking, I want there to be a reward if I make it.
Right. You don't want a hard shot to turn to another hard shot.
What's going on here? Okay.
They're talking a lot, which makes me think that they're considering safes or something, because to me, just bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of discussion here.
Yeah. Try to stun it to the back rail and back out.
Unless he's considering going 2 rails forward around the 10 that way.
Yeah, I don't think he's got enough to play it like that, enough angle, but if he does, then I like it like that. And with new cloth, yeah, he might be able to get away with that shot. All right, so he just went one rail back and forth, gave Kev a nice cut on the 9. Little steep, but I think Kev's the favorite to make this.
Yep.
I like to use a little bit of inside and stay above the side
Above
pockets.
the side pocket scratch.
you
Yep.
know?
Yep, for sure.
Hit it great.
Nice shot.
And gave him a nice shot. Kept him... Oh, I thought he kept him off the rail, but kind of close to the rail. This is tough. Would have loved to have been here or here, but a little close to the rail. But I think Dave's probably the favorite to make this one, but it's tough. And
Oh,
Dave
nice shot.
gets it done. 2-1 lead. My bad. They're muted. Sorry about that. Chat was muted. But we're back now. Sorry about that, guys. Rob, thank you very much for.
Thanks, Rob. Yep.
When I go to a commercial, I have to manually change it back, and I forgot. Thank you.
I mean, all you really missed was me talking to me. So what's the harm, really? All right. So safety play here coming up on the 5 ball. Looks like he wants to punch the 5 through the maybe Z, or punch it through the 7-9 gap and sit on the bottom rail with the cue ball.
Yeah, he could bank it and come and try to use the 10 and come cue ball bottom center rail. Or he could go 3 rails around. He hit it way short. I think he wanted to go basically 3 rails, have the cue ball leak.
Sure, yeah, have the 10 hide it.
Yeah. I spin it more and have the cue ball there, or hit it fatter and have the 5 there and the cue ball here, or something like that. It came up a little short, but didn't give much up.
And that's nice use of the 10 ball by Ben.
Nice shot there.
Jumpable,
Now,
but the 9 ball is there.
I believe it's Kevin's shot, and he jumps pretty good. I don't know if he's got enough to jump it in the side, but if not, he'll probably kick at it. Yeah, he's gonna kick. I didn't see him call anything.
Oh wow!
Might get away with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to read Eric's body language as to whether or not he likes the angle. He's getting down pretty quick, so maybe he can make it.
Yeah, body language makes me think he can. That, or he's looking up a bank maybe, but if he was banking, he probably would have had to call it by now.
Right. Oh boy.
I miscued.
Miscued. You can see him look down at his cue.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him hit the 8 that fat, I was like, something goofy must
right.
happen there.
His eyes can't be that bad.
It's okay to thin it,
right?
But he hit it fat.
He's a scratch golfer. He can't miss the ball by that much.
Right. So, not much going well here for G-Force. And if you're Dave and Kevin, you're loving it. You're playing good. You're getting a couple ball in hands here and there, and they're in a great spot here to run out and take a 3-1 lead in the final match of the day.
Just fell it forward. I don't even like having a lot of angle here because I don't want my partner to have to shoot over the 8. You know, and here it comes.
Nah, he's fine.
Yeah.
He can bridge it. He's a righty. He should be able to get perfectly level. Oh no, he's got a jack up.
This is what I'm worried about. All right, you handled it well.
No problem. Now, are they going to play for the 9 in the top right corner?
I think you have to. Oh, or is he going to come around 3 rails, you mean?
No. Is he going to
the
8?
I think you have to. Unless he goes around 3 rails and lets it fly.
If you let the 9 in the bottom right.
For the 9 in the bottom right.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's way too much movement for no reason. Oh, that's what he picked. That's what he picked. And he's going to be pretty darn good on it.
And he said, Dan, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Jose Soto, what's going on?
No way, Jose. Played great on me the other night.
Yeah? It's a good player, strong player.
Yeah. Have fired that one in. Dave's going to have a good look here to take a 3-1 lead. Just like that. 3-1 lead. Eric to break.
Side pocket ball.
Makes
6
the
side.
6, yeah. And a 4-railer.
2's in a funky spot.
Yeah, no good look at the 1 either. I like a 2-railer, safe by the 8 here.
Yep. Ben hit that good.
Yeah, nice shot. 210 locked up. I don't know. don't think they're going to get ball in hand, but I don't know what they would do with it either.
You calling safe, or you calling the 9 ball on the side just in case?
Since the 2-10's pretty locked up, I'm just calling safe.
Yeah.
Because even if I make the 1-9, then what am I going to do?
Right.
Look at this.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
He froze up on the 2. Look at that again, can we? I mean, legal hit, gets a piece of it, breaks up the problem, locks up to it. My God.
Rolling good. I mean,
when it's your night, it's your night. You know?
Yeah. I mean, he hit it and pays to hit him.
Oh yeah.
But that's a really tough safe to get out of. It's one thing to just, I got behind a ball, and
right.
But, I mean, he like froze him parallel with this too, where he just.
You could see Eric smiling.
Like,
He's like, what am I supposed to do with it? How can I fade
How do
that?
you get there? You can't even try to do one of these because the 5 ball's in the way.
Right. Yeah, nothing to do. You know, in moments like that, I try to tie up 2 balls.
That's how I'm gonna replay and look to see real quick. Was there anything he couldn't play off the 2? Yeah, I mean, he really didn't.
Yeah, what can you tie up?
Yeah, he really didn't have options.
What can you tie up? And now, so long as they can make the transition 1 to the 2, they're out. There's nothing stopping them. Now he's got to get past that 10 ball on the roll up here.
Yeah, you gotta get to the
1.5 diamond, if you will. Yeah.
Yeah. Once a team gets to about the 4 ball, the rest of the outplay is pretty good. It's just solving this early part. So he doesn't want to get too steep. That's pretty good.
It's good speed. It's enough for Kevin to get around with spin, get around that 8 ball.
What can he get around the 7?
Oh, he banked it.
Yeah, so he knew he couldn't get around the 7, so he banked it. And Dave is looking to pocket the 4 in the top right and come down to about where he was pointing for the 5 in the side.
Yep.
And Slay's very natural. You want to be on the high side of the 5 where he's pointing. You don't want to be below it, but
right.
Even if you do fall below it, there should be plenty of options. I feel a little bit below the 5, but it's not the end of the world here. Kev will go 3 rails.
Yep. Whip it around.
Some left-hand English.
Oh, he bumped it.
Oh,
he bumped
boy.
it. Okay, safety mode.
Yeah, Dave, I don't think he can roll it forward and try to nuzzle the cue ball, because I think the 7, the way he has to hit it, the 7 might bank out, and I don't know. If he does, he's really got to wedge him, I think.
Yeah, no, I think he's just going to use the 9-10 as the 8-10 as a blocker. He's just going to. It's 1 rail. Oh, he got up.
Yeah, see, that was a lot trickier than it looked to execute successfully. So Ben with an opportunity here, high left, 2 rails.
Yep, big turnover. Now they're not out of the woods though. Yeah, and there it is.
Yeah, it came up short there.
Well, on this one you just let it out back and forth, right?
Yeah, you got to slice it in.
Slice it in back and forth.
You go back and forth and avoid the scratches all over the place. And you know, tough shot, but you got to shoot it. Needs a rail, got a rail.
It's a legal hit, so.
Not a terrible leave. The only problem with it is if you were to make it in the top left, it does carry pretty decent position for the 9. Might even get like really good on it. If got to make the 8. And Kev hit it very well.
Nice.
Yeah. Now Dave just
make it. Doesn't matter where your cue ball is.
However's comfortable for you. Left, right, low, follow.
So long as it's on this side of the table. I mean, on the up side of the table and not in the scratch side. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh
boy. He juiced. He hit that really hard.
I think he jumped a little too. Let's look at if he jumped.
He really powered up, and I'm not sure why.
He didn't jump terribly, but yeah, I think he just missed at that one.
And again, look how they came out.
Yeah, Ben's going to back up this one in, but cue ball's the concern here.
And it looks steep to me. And that cue ball's going right into that 10 gap side where it could scratch.
Yeah, I might go rail first off the
Right.
back of the 10.
Right.
All right.
And I'm guessing that bothered him.
Yeah. So Kev pretty much just rolls this one in. And cue ball should do one of these. Maybe a little higher up on the table. But you get the point. Oh. Overcut that one. And now
Eric's just got to bear down and make it.
Yeah,
and
he's got a similar shot, but this one's considerably harder. A little thinner. And the position on the 10 is a little tougher here. There's even a couple scratches in play, but
hit it good. Hit it real good.
Yeah, kind of the 50. I think Ben's gonna probably pick the side. Yeah.
Yeah. On these, I'll tell you what, I love the corner more.
Yeah, I don't mind the corner.
I think there's more room for error,
especially on a normal pocket table. Yeah,
right.
The corner does not scare me.
But he hit it well.
So just like that, 3-2. Here they come, storming back.
Oh my God, it's a nice fucking break.
So, a very nice break.
Sorry, I didn't know we were.
And looks like Dave's gonna have probably a rail first opening shot here, which or is it Kev shooting? Or Kev's just looking at it?
Kev's just looking at it because he was the one that broke.
All right, it won't come out that steep. It will come out more like this, which is just fine.
Yeah, and if you're leaving Kevin a little long, I mean, he's not gonna mind.
Okay, now it's gonna come out way different. Now it might even go into the 6 or something. I don't know. It still came out pretty natural.
Did he go pro side? Let's see if he gets away with it. No, I think Kevin can still back cut this.
Yeah, position on the 3 is gonna be tough here, unless he has the perfect line to back cut the 2 and go in between. But I don't know. Wouldn't be the end of the world if he came and hit the 4.
You know, honestly, any amount of discomfort, and I'm thinking safe.
Yeah, there is a
because the
pretty
shot
good
clock,
save.
it weighs on you. There it is.
Yeah, that's a good shot. He might have given it up, but it's still a good shot. 4 10's all screwed up.
Right. And I think based on the look that we have here, I don't think the 4 goes up table.
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure about. I don't think so either. But if you get where the 3 ball is with the cue ball, you got a great stop shot safe.
Yep.
On the 4. So
For
Ben missed the 2. And now let's see what Dave and Kev can do.
I think Ben was trying to contend with that side pocket scratch also, which probably threw him off a little bit. I think Dave should probably just yank this back. I think he's considering going rail first, but I wouldn't do that.
I don't mind the rail first here.
And going around 3?
Yeah, I think the rail first is... Oh, okay. If he's got the whole 2 ball.
Right. That's
you know,
what I mean.
I don't know. I still might rail first it.
Yeah?
Because, I mean, you really wanted to get here with the cue ball so you could pocket the 3 and go into everything.
I think if Kev pockets this with slow, medium speed, they're going to have that same safe.
Yeah.
He's not going to come back out past the second diamond.
He might be feeling good and trying to go into him.
Oh,
Yeah, I
look at
think he
that.
was. He was trying to load up with inside, pockets a 3, and have the cue ball go off the rail and into him.
It's kind of a free whack at it, right? I mean, you know, you're not really risking anything. They've got to make a combo or a safe out in open space.
I'll tell you what, though. At 410.
You think that goes side pocket? Yeah, it looks.
I don't know if it's wired, but it might be close.
It's an opportunity. Yeah,
tough.
you're right. I mean, there's a very small gap in between them, so you can manipulate it.
3 rail safe behind the cluster. Oh no. Just
Sort of contain it.
Might have got away with it. It's close.
You banking this, or you're just gonna try to?
There's no reward on the bank.
Right.
I'm looking for a safe. I might load it up with low left and come here and just spin down table. And
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, I want the 3 to bank, you know, and stay over there. But I almost don't even care where the 3 goes because you have this to back you up. And as long as you keep your cue ball here, what are they going to do?
There's no danger,
You know,
right?
What are they going to do? You could even bank it, actually. This might be the shot. You bank it this way. Yeah, no, that's good. So.
Oh, I like that. He hit that real nice.
Oh, window. I think he gave up a window.
Oh, you're right. He might have a little. Yeah. He might have a little.
He might be able to make this ball.
If he does, he's just gonna have to trust it and hit it with some speed.
Yeah, but you don't want to make it because look where the 4 is.
Well, that's what I mean. You have to hit it with some speed. You have to go 2 rails and back down.
Good luck.
Well,
I don't think you get to the top rail's the problem. If you could make it, I don't know if you can get the cue ball top rail enough.
it looks like he's got enough angle. No. Oh, he's jumping. He's massing at least.
He might be trying to jack up and draw back.
Oh, he jumped it. He jumped it. So it must have been that the 4 had a piece of him.
Yeah. So now Kev looks like he can pocket this 3 ball. It's close, but I think he's got it. He could slow roll it or stop shot it for a 4 on the side if he's dead straight. Looks like he's got a little angle though.
Oh boy. And he might be getting this back. I don't know. You got to give it back, right?
Yeah,
That's a tough jump.
I'm giving this one back.
To try to keep it on the table. And that's a quick decision for Eric Sikowski. Sometimes we hear some funny things in the booth.
Yeah, it's funny in there, right?
We're hearing some outdoor things happening. We don't know if it's a dead raccoon or just somebody who doesn't like their beer.
Yeah.
But
yeah, a little bit of both.
a little both. All right.
So Dave kicking behind it.
That's a nice kick. Oh, he hit that good. He
Yeah.
hit that really good.
Sure did.
And Ben is got to be saying to himself, "What do I have to do to buy a roll here?" You know,
Yeah.
it's when things are going bad, they're going real bad.
I don't know if he's got the 2 rail kick or 1 rail right at it.
Yeah,
I take a lot of slow left English.
And I like that because if you come up on the left hand side of it, you might catch the second rail. You know.
Yeah.
Catch it on the way back out.
And this can be heavily manipulated, but with the speed of the cue ball.
Right.
The slower the speed, the more the English catches.
Yep.
So it's hittable. It's just a matter of, can you kick? I don't like kicking this way. This is really unpredictable.
Oh, they're kicking to try to make it.
Yeah, but you'd be lucky to hit it this way.
Well, they've used their extension. They got another 30 seconds to talk about it.
Maybe they just can't manipulate it around the 9.
Oh, wow. This is tough.
Yeah, this is really tough.
Great hit.
Great hit.
And he's got him on the 4.
No.
No? Did it leak out? It leaked out.
It's coming out. 9-10 still a little goofy, though. But where the 7 lays, you could probably get to the left side pocket and shoot the 9 in the bottom right corner.
Well, I'm guessing that 7's going to be going through the 6-7 combo.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, same thing. If the 6 is lingering,
Right, right.
Try
You
to
just
get
got to
a line.
control both balls,
Right.
you know. Kev hit that nice. He's got the right angle. Well, I think Kev's asked him to pull it back pro side instead of the combo. I saw him point to the top left. That's surprising to me. Let's see. He sure did.
Pro side.
Pro side, but Dave Sheehan says, hold my beer.
That's a great touch for a draw. And
yeah. Gutsy, I like it.
And now Kev is going to give him a thin cut, like we were talking earlier, to come back for the 9.
Get on the good side of it.
Pro side, yeah.
All right, so Dave's going to have to show off his speed control one more time. If he overrolls it a bit, then you can always take it on the side, but, you know. You don't want to get in that 50-50 area.
Looks like pretty much center ball. Maybe I might use a little bit of left and use the left long rail as well.
Yep. Just glance off it a little bit because Kev's not going to be bothered by the cut angle. Extension called. Dave's going to think about it one more time. You know, if that 9 could be made in the left-hand side pocket, I'd consider coming out to the right, you know, low right. And I can't tell if it can or can't, but
this is looking perfect.
Look at that speed control. Come on.
That was great.
Come on.
So
great stun.
They ran those out very well, and they're looking like they're going to take a 4-2 lead.
And I think that, you know, Dave being comfortable from the last match helped him here.
All right, bend to break, down 4-2. They need 3 in a row here. Their team is at risk of going down 5-1 on the day. And
made a couple balls, but a long look at the 1 for Eric Sikowski. And I like this, you know, let's just get that magic rack out of there and let's not worry about whether or not you move it 1 millimeter to the left or right.
That's what I like to do. And I'll just tell my opponent, if they want to do it, you do it.
Right.
If I'm at the table,
sure,
go ahead, you pick it up. I don't care.
Right.
I'm going to watch you. You're not going to, like, move it an inch on me.
Right.
Who cares?
Unless he's from Alabama.
Yeah, unless he's from Alabama. And he keeps trying to buy out. That looks like a great shot there. Yeah.
Nice save by Eric.
Well executed.
And the 9 may have even involved itself in the jump. I can't tell. Well, they're going to the air either way.
Kev jumps pretty good.
Yeah.
This is, I wouldn't be surprised if he drills this one in. It's a pretty good jump. You can use the back short rail for your hand to bridge up high on the
Give
cue
more
ball.
elevation. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, it came off the table.
Came off a little hot there, but look at this, 3-5.
You know, it's uncanny. You know, when it's going your way, it's going your way. 3-5 is screwed, and I think if I'm Ben and Eric, I've got to take a run at it off the 2. I mean, I'm going to go aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
What else you have to lose?
Yeah, you pocket the 2.
In the lower left corner, yep. And you just go after it.
And you go into them. see what they end up with here. Yeah, that was unlucky. Not super unlucky because I saw it first, but it was hard to go into the 5 first because you might end up frozen behind the 5.
Underneath the 5, right? Yeah.
So it was kind of tough there. Let's see what Eric's going to do here. He went for the
nice
back
bank.
corner bank, made it. And a little 50-yard line here on the 4. Ben's going to back cut it, bottom right corner.
Really? Yeah, I guess he had enough of it.
Oh, hit a little fat.
Oh boy.
And might have left a window.
Well, if he didn't, they're getting it back.
Well, the jump's not terrible here. So definitely no window, because I think they wouldn't be talking about it anymore. Or maybe there is.
I think that 9 ball makes the jump trickier. Maybe I've got a bad look at it, but if the 9 ball's involved at all, that's a long jump.
You have so much landing zone, though. You know what I mean?
I know.
And with the 4 being pretty fat in the pocket like that, you don't have to thin it. You can go into it pretty heavy.
I think he's going to choose rail first.
Oh, if that's available, yeah, that's what I'm choosing because it leads you to probably a cut in the 5 from bottom side of the table.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh,
nice shot.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Him.
Look at this.
Oh, no, got away with it.
And Dave learned his lesson from earlier. He didn't reach into the pocket. And,
right.
Well, Kev's got it all to do here.
Yeah, this is really difficult.
In the mouth of the pocket. And the 9 ball's going to play big, too. Yeah, tough shot. Tough shot bridge over the cup of the mouth of the pocket.
Okay, Ben and Eric, they have a great chance to run out and pull it to 4-3. And, Dave and Kevin will feel their footsteps a little bit if they get out.
Yep.
So this is where you need to try to apply some pressure here to your opponent.
It's going pretty fast. Yeah, that's a good angle.
All right.
It's a good angle.
Yeah, draw back for the 10 in the bottom left. A little low left here.
Oh, actually, I'm thinking about following. Because I think
the only
into the side, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the angle.
Yeah,
okay, so we have a perfectly natural angle.
All right.
And here we go, 4-3. All right, here we go.
So on the hill, Dave Sheen to break.
Both teams have been breaking pretty good. The 8-9s have been one or both have been going in the sides, and even a 4-railer here and there.
There's the 9 in the side, yep. Does he have a look at the 1?
No look at the 1. Maybe, but
Kevin might be able to see an edge of it, and I'll tell you, if he can see an edge of it, slice away.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I think he's going to probably put some right-hand English on this.
Yeah.
Spin it in. Oh,
Look
no,
at
he
that
went,
shot.
And that was all center ball, too. All right, so we're going to see a safe here.
Yep, safety time.
It would have been nice to shoot the 2, bank the 2, and have the cue ball come here, but with the 4 there...
I like going up table with the cue ball.
Yeah, I agree. You bank the 2 back this way, and you go up table with the cue ball. You could even try to get greedy behind the 3.
Yeah, a couple rails.
Yeah, I think that lays really good. You're basically using all of these as blockers.
Right.
Yeah, well done.
How about that? What speed!
Great shot.
This guy's playing 3 cushion. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't hit that any better.
All right, and talk about pressure, right? So Ben and Eric really behind it all, trying not to let the team slip down to a 5-1 deficit, and they're facing this shot on the 2. Yeah, I mean it was always going to be tough.
Okay, so Dave and Kevin, ball in hand, chance to get out and put their team up 5-1 and end day 1 of the Cooper Cup semifinals.
So, if I think I know what they're talking about, I think Dave's thinking 3 foul and Kevin's thinking run out.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me, but...
And, you know, if that was the conversation, I favor Kevin's assessment, you know.
I'll tell you, if they could have played that 2-4 combo, I would have liked that more, because now going from the 4 to the 5 could be tricky.
Yep.
Had you eliminated the 4 and been shooting basically the 2 into the bottom left where the 4 is now, then you go up table for the 3, which leads you nice to the 5 in the bottom right. But they're gonna have a little cue ball movement to do here.
So long as he gets that cue ball center table or left of center.
And what's nice about this is Kevin's the one shooting this.
Right.
No disrespect to Dave, but Kevin has an edge on Dave, you know, so you'd want him shooting this shot. This is once you make the 5, you're looking good to run out.
I think a hard stun, he's going to come 2 rails and 5 on the side.
He might be able to go forward 1 rail. Oh, we went 2 rails for the side.
Yeah.
2 rails for the side.
And
yeah.
You can use the 7 as a stopper if you need to.
Yep, I like if just high English, use the 7. And even if you use a good amount of high and go through the 7, it's good because it makes the back cut on the 6 less steep.
Right.
But they're in business here.
And the situation's starting to look pretty dire for the team of Sikowski and Parker.
Yeah, it sure is. But we know how pool is.
Oh, yeah.
It can
You got to
swing
make
on
them
you.
first.
Yeah, it can swing on you real quick.
You got to make the balls first.
But they fell in line pretty good here. This is the shot. Yeah.
It's good speed. It's going towards the 10, you know. Not ideal, but maybe just draw back out. Yeah, right where Dave's pointing. You don't want to be dead straight on the 8 either. Dead straight on the 8 means he's got to draw it back.
Yeah, and he did get a little straight here, but on new cloth, Kev could draw this ball
20
easily.
feet.
Yeah, to the bottom rail, like without even trying. So.
Okay, does it have legs?
Yeah, this is just fine. Stayed above it.
Right.
Which we always talk about. Staying above the 10 is way better than below it.
Right.
Dave shoots shots like this in one pocket all the time. And I mean, everybody shoots this in rotation all the time.
Sure.
Using a template, the 9 and 10 is always there. So to close out the set.
And I like that. He called extension.
Yeah.
Just get your legs under you.
Smart move. And can Dave end day 1?
Yeah, he's got a minute to think about it.
And Dave makes the 10, gets it done for a 5-3 win. Natural Born Killers are now up 5-1 for the event.
Wow, what a big deficit. Now, can G-Force mount a comeback on day 2? Hey, listen, this thing is not over till it's over. I'm going to quote Yogi Bear.
Guys, if you're in the area tomorrow, come on down for day 2. It starts at 3 o'clock. Rax Billiards, Vernon, Connecticut. Dan, thank you very much for the commentary. Always appreciate you, my friend.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Anytime. And thank you all for tuning in. We will catch you guys tomorrow.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0. If you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home.